Hello, and welcome to D4, where I, Dustin,
and I, Devin, Codium, a 5th edition game of Dungeons
and Dragons!
Alright. Oh, no. You may know him as Chaz Price from LA by Night, or Aslan Rex, or Brother Uriah Macabre on Black Dice Society, or Max on Stitch of Fate, or Heathcliff Garfield on Tollus City by the Spire, or Bailiff Baratil from Idle Champions of the Realms. But tonight, he returns to our table as the Dragonborn, who barters for rugs and 25 backpacks, the Cleric of Bahamut, who sounds totally evil but is not, the wonderful and amazing Mark Meer playing Khizervexx.
Hello, thank you. Thank you all. Thank you for having me once more.
So glad to have you at the table once again.
Yes, delighted to be here. In person, no less.
In person!
We've done this over Zoom a few times.
We have.
I used a puppet, but I didn't bring the puppet because we're live. So.
It's true.
But of scale and teeth and claw and tongue, of tail and wing and elemental lung, of fear and guile too many undone, the age of dragons has begun.
That's right. Go to beetleandgrim.com tomorrow, June 13th, for the launch of their new Magic the Gathering limited edition Dragon Drop, including 7 dragon-themed foil cards, a dragon scale deck box, a dragon miniature life counter, and custom card sleeves. Only 10,000 sets will be made, so make sure to get yours as soon as it goes on sale, because my Tiamat deck needs every single one of those cards and card sleeves. Okay, good.
You know, guys, speaking of Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I think there's a new set that just came out.
Yeah, you bought a.
I did.
Pack, didn't you? What did you find in there?
I believe the second card I pulled was a one Baloth. Baratil himself.
Yes, it's very true. Baloth Baratil is now a card in Battle for Baldur's Gate.
That's right.
So, yeah.
So cool.
Congratulations. Yeah, well, thank you.
Indeed. Goblin, I believe something for
Yeah.
Die Hard Dice?
I want to talk to you guys about Die Hard. You put out all the cool dice. The metal sets are epic, and the polymers are just right. Die Hard. The D4 sets are hella tight. Those BFG pallets are money, and they crit for us every Sunday night. Die Hard. Your staff is ever so polite. Die Hard. You add the sexy to Saesha's smite. Die Hard, give us a discount code. Die Hard, use it and go for gold. Die Hard, 10% off the ord. Die Hard, don't get left in the cold. Die Hard, it's time to grow your hoard. Oh! Die Hard. Get a 10% off discount when you use discount code D4BFGS and head on over to dieharddice.com. Do it.
Oh my god.
Well,
Hard to argue with
That's
that.
exactly
yeah, go ahead.
Wow, yeah, follow that, I dare you.
Hey everyone, it's Beyondra here. This week we don't have a D&D Beyond giveaway, but I've been watching this show Stranger Things, and for one, I like that Eddie fellow. He reminds me of my second husband. That's not Kevin's dad. Kevin was born during my third marriage. Anyway, they got that guy Vecna. Have you fucking seen this, Meshuggah? He's an arch-lich and one of the most iconic D&D villains, and right now you can get the Vecna dossier on D&D Beyond for free. It's got details, stats, all the info you need about the Undying King. With this, it's digital, so you got all the details available in search and character builder and yada yada. And for $5.99, you can get these very sexy Vecna digital dice. Like, really sexy. So sexy we should call them Kevin's biological father. But that's not all. We're keeping the Vecna train rolling with a free level 20 adventure called Don't Say Vecna. I'm saying it a lot right now. But in Don't Say Vecna, the players are tasked with investigating a wizard tower that mysteriously disappears from the material plane. Their exploration will reveal forbidden secrets, 3 scholars discovered, and what fates befell them. So this free adventure is homebrew and uses information from the Vecna dossier intended for a group of 3 to 4 20th level characters. The adventure can be completed in about 2 to 3 hours. Dungeon Masters, you only need the basic rules and the Vecna dossier to do it, but if you want to run a little bit more, you're going to need the Book of Vile Darkness from the DM's guide. So, why don't you run up that hill on over to dndbeyond.com and get your Vecna dossier, your Vecna dice, and all your other Vecna goodies. All right, I'm going to go start dinner.
Is your dad Vecna?
I don't have time to answer these questions, and quickly Yes! Behold! Cyber Kevin is now in! I have been typing and working meticulously to bring you a new kind of power that is also my control, but isn't magic at all. In fact, it is the power of the cyberpunk universe. I do not cast spells, I make holograms, and I do not have a sword like a normal sword, it's a laser sword. If you want to have a cool laser sword, just like Cyber Kevin, then you need to go to Eldritch Foundry to make your own cyber miniature right there. And if your cyberpunk universe does not excite you as it does me, because I just hacked it all in there, and I mean, you should be excited. It's very powerful, and I did it myself. If you want to be excited about it, then get yourself a cyberpunk character, but you can also make fantasy characters, or characters for any sort of universe you like, using Eldritch Foundry's fantastic miniature creator, just like your favorite video game. It's not arcane, it's imagine a hologram in my hands that I am holding. We'll edit it in post. It's live? Fuck it! We have it! It's there! Put in hashtag Eldritch into the chat to get your own chance to win your own miniature. Or put in D4D&D as your 15% off code to get 15% off, because it is the 15% off code! Cyber Kevin is hacking his way out now. You'll never see me. I'm a shadow in the cyberpunk universe.
I wish y'all could see what I just saw. Wait, hold still. Stay there.
Okay, Catkins.
Hi. So I don't have a bit, so I'm just gonna tell you a little story. The very first time I ever played a tabletop RPG was this weird cyberpunk 80s one-shot where I was just a guy named Carlos. And I somehow ended up with a machine gun, but that's pretty much the story. But another really cool, fun game is Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. And what's so cool...
I killed Ethan.
It wasn't even a funny story. It's just something that happened.
That's what made me laugh.
So, yeah, there's a code, and you can definitely use it. Get your free stuffs. It's right here. And I'm trying so hard to make a bit here, and I got nothing going. So
Sandra's sister.
Yeah, this is Sandra's sister now. And it's like Keb's Tiflete. Or you could actually just, I don't know, come here and look at it with your own eyeballs and check it out. And you can get cool free stuff in Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. I am cutting myself off. Rhea, what's going on? Rhea, what's happening?
Hello, Gay. How are you? I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. You're so polite. I love you. I've brought you some very exciting news today. We have 3 beautiful new items, and I'm going to show them to you right now. Boom. Ooh. Ah. Thank you so much for indulging that. That felt amazing. All right. That was a beautiful rainbow coffee mug. It's
Who are those listening?
scrumptious. Yes, you're welcome, audio listeners. And then we have this beautiful tumbler. Here we go again. Ooh. Oh, and we're coming back this way. There we go. Beautiful. And it comes with a beautiful little metal straw. Be careful with them. I cut my lip earlier. And then my final and my most favorite prized possession is this.
Ooh. Rainbow t-shirt. Wow. Yes, the logo's rainbow.
Gorgeous. And now I'm going to give you something truly to ooh and ah over. For the entire month of Pride, we are doing 10% off on all of our beautiful Pride merch.
eyes at the table.
That's all I got for you. But if you want, if any of that sounds interesting, worthy, it's d4dndrpg.com. Go there now.
Harriet, have you considered doing ASMR?
No, I haven't.
You should.
I would listen to you and fall asleep.
But without further ado, let us immerse ourselves
Into the Chronicles of D4.
Ooh.
And we're back. Last time.
On disposing a darkly devoted disciple, most of the group was still stuck in the Feywild after a wild time at the Witchlight Carnival, where they were joined up by a courageous and caring kobold before being chosen to be participants in a live theater audience roleplay game. But after slaying a Jabberwock created by some mischievous pixies, they are left to meet the acquaintance of the Archfey Harold sold his name to, as they introduce themselves as them, or Oscar, whichever the group prefers.
Pixies then polymorph Vee into a rabbit with her markings and dark floppy ears.
Oh, it's so cute.
Them offers the group a private chat in Morphosi, their demiplane of delight. There they experience a lot of things, from tunnels made of webs and boar beetle paths. They see wild flora and flora that make them think that they're hallucinating, and enter a large citadel tower that looks to be made from a caterpillar's chrysalis.
The group speaks with the Archfey as they try to trick the party into giving up words, moments, and their attention through clever wordplay arrangements of Fey agreements. However, Harold is too clever to fall for it, but is also polite in his retort for no one should ever be rude to an Archfey. The group finds out some of the things that they want, and they learn that it is the Archfey of Change. And the things that they want is a list of whimsical and haunting things that don't make any logical sense. One of which is what is the name of the Raven Queen. But the big information they learn and trade for is that Amla Ruel Moonflower is the new replacement gloaming queen of air and darkness, as the former queen was corrupted and turned to the shadow itself.
They learn that the hag that created Auntie Agnes was the one that started the devotion to the Mother of Monsters. Harold traded the emotions of a memory for info on how to outsmart or trick the aberrant green hag, Auntie Agnes. And that was to have her name stricken from the grimoire of all hags, the Arcanum Hex Mortis. But in order to do so, must plead their case to or steal the book from the mother of all hags, Baba Yaga. They then traded meaningful trinkets to have the Archfey control the time dilation between planes as they were turned into larvae, and then experienced an entire life cycle as a caterpillar before forming into a chrysalis and metamorphosing back into the common room of their tavern the next morning.
It was incredible.
Saesha came in after a night out rumor-mongering and hit them up with a lead into the Yellowcrest family, who were brutally murdered 5 years ago along with their servants, which may have been sacrifices to dark gods or at least dark rituals. They visit Khizervexx, an old knight of an adventuring party and lover of the servant nanny to the Yellowcrest family. From him, they learn a little more of the story and retrieve Sarah's journal, which Blurg sees her blinded and muted ghost through mutilation in life attached to the book in the ethereal plane.
Vinley performs a seance with the group and is possessed by the traumatized and anguished girl who draws and writes the series of events that led to the massacre of Yellowcrest, and damns Vialis, the lord of the house, in its doing. Through the clues they have all gathered, they make a plan to infiltrate an operation being run out of a tannery. With Harold's unbelievably good silver tongue and perfect acting skills, they are led down to the dark chambers without any impediment.
2 natural 20s.
What can I say? I'm the best there is. Bonus 2.
God, I forgot the voice. I love Oingo.
There they find Lord Vialis Yellowcrest, birthing monsters from mutilated flesh and unwilling bodies being pumped with arcane rituals in the black ichor of mother's milk.
Now, wait a minute. We were not told unwilling bodies. I just want to point that out before we go any further.
Despite a cultist being tied up and visibly remorseful of his choices in life, Saesha holds true to her new oath and shows no mercy and kills him.
Why?
Yes.
Hey,
Your
personally-
insight was told.
Yes.
I respect it.
Have there been some changes since I was here last?
Oh, yes.
Just a little.
You almost got it. I saw it.
Stacia lies now.
I would say, yeah, that's the biggest one.
Subtle changes.
Okay.
Very subtle.
But the fight is brutal as many of them find their minds lost and being overrun by head-exploding cultists. Blurg proves his worth by devastating shots from his blood magic-infused bow, taking down the aberrant creation as Harold uses Bigby's hand from Disgorging Aaron before Saesha does unto Vialis, as he did unto others, and brutally removes his eyes and tongue.
Through Blurg's dungeoneering skills, they easily find a secret room filled with dark tomes and loose pages of the Far Realm rituals, and even some books stolen from the restricted section of the Font of Knowledge. However, after they head back to the tavern, and before he leaves, Blurg gifts them all with a trophy of becoming their very own dungeon masters.
I'm sobbing.
And after he leaves, you're all gathered in the common room. Now, in the later afternoon, reminded of the weight that rests on your shoulders of the world. And above you hangs now a much larger chrysalis.
Oh, well,
Because it used to be rabbit-sized.
these filling out well. It looks healthy. That looks fine.
Am I still a rabbit?
No, as it used to be rabbit-sized, but now has grown. And as you're speaking, Vinley, she spills out from above onto the floor.
There she goes.
You
There
see
she-
your raging Goliath friend, and you see that she's trying to comprehend and process the fact that she was polymorphed into a rabbit by pixies, and then turned into a caterpillar, living its entire lifespan before turning into a chrysalis, felt her entire body dissolve into goo and then completely reform before re-emerging and spilling out into the ground. But as this happens,
It was great, right?
How you doing?
Vinley, you
Oh.
get ascending
Oh,
from Vajra Safar.
everyone shut up.
And that's where we're going to pick up tonight's story.
prepare the tavern. I and a few others will be on our way shortly. Expect us within the next 30 minutes. See you soon.
Finley begins to levitate. Absolutely, Vajra.
Vajra?
And she sends it, and she's using telekinesis to float towards the door. It is time to prepare the tavern for Vajra Safar.
Was that
Why
I know you just got rebirthed,
I
but
start helping
Is
me
that like
back to
putting
her
out
feet.
streamers?
Why are you floating?
I feel incredible.
Okay.
And she just floats through the door. Join me if you will.
I don't feel like that was a request.
V, you okay?
I need a nap.
You feel completely long rested.
Well, it's really more to just ponder.
Process what just happened.
It's a personal.
I need a nap. Hard cut to her in bed, staring at the
I don't sleep at all. Just like.
Were you a caterpillar too?
You were a caterpillar too?
No, I was not.
I was a caterpillar.
Everybody else was.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, we were caterpillars.
Cujo and Titan come over and put their hands.
No, they don't.
No, they
No,
don't.
they're gone. Remember?
They're dead.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God! Y'all could have been a little more soft in that direction.
That
You-
legitimately
you-
just broke my heart.
Yep.
I
You send
fully
out the
forgot.
mental command for it to happen.
I fall down the stairs. I think she sends it out and goes, and then just.
It loses concentration, and Saesha, you hear.
Oh shit! I jump up and run down the
Able to
stairs.
keep their collars.
Oh yeah,
I
I
feel
would
like
have
that's
died.
something of them.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, I still have them.
Yeah.
Felix Helen goes, we're gonna continue like this never happened.
That's
and
what
then
I did.
she leaves the room.
Yeah, cool.
I appreciate V's way of handling
Yeah,
this.
me too.
I
Let's
really do.
go. We will all go outside with Vinley.
Finley did not let you know how much time you had, so yeah, I was gonna ask what are you guys doing in this time allotted, but
So,
Oh no, we're all decorating. We're all cleaning. I know they've been cleaning all day, but it can get cleaner.
I don't think it can. It's pretty clean in there.
you got time to
Okay.
you got
I
time to
don't
clean.
think that was a request.
Well, I can lean and clean at the same time. It's really not that hard.
Should we?
I think we should all do exactly what Venley tells us to do. She's got a gleam in her eye.
Portable hole. Oh no, I don't have time for that. Roll up portable hole.
What?
Where are they
You
like?
don't have time.
Are they like right outside the door?
Oh no, 30 minutes.
That's not
That's
enough
not
time
very
to decorate.
long.
What?
Why do we need to decorate?
Wait, how long does it take you
Who's
to decorate?
coming?
Vajra. And
Have you not been to a dwarf
her
festival?
friends.
It's ominous.
Oh,
Okay.
Wait,
let's
who?
decorate.
I know.
Oh, Vajra's friends. And she casts telekinesis again and starts floating away.
Who's Vajra's friends?
I'm gonna look for Aisho of the fighty version,
Yeah.
the fighty person. I'm gonna look for her, and I'm going to.
well, before that happens,
Okay.
because you would notice is as soon as you go outside, at least into and come around the corner looking for Aisho and the mercenary group, but you all go downstairs towards the tavern area, and what you would expect to be a briefly chill at the moment, kind of the time of the day, except it's far from the case. As it seems that a patron may have overheard you warn the staff earlier.
Which one?
You don't know. You just came in and was like,
You have the Identic memory. Fine,
But-
Tim.
but kind of let it be known about who the special guest may be showing up at the tavern. And you see the mercenary patrol you hired seems to be working overtime, making their rounds. Their eyes dart across the crowd, gathering and forming along. There's a line outside now, outside the tavern, and gathering in the courtyard, kind of waiting in groups. And
Should we host them upstairs?
People are here to see them. Look at
They're
the business.
not. They're not circus animals.
They're not circus
start
animals.
floating
They're
through the
celebrities.
tavern.
That's a difference.
Oh, if they're celebrities, that's different.
They're probably used to it.
These people are here because these people are going to be here.
I
We can't
hover-
disappoint them.
I hover over to the corner table, the big
Okay.
booth that I promised Vajra.
As
Is
you-
there someone sitting there?
Oh no! As you make your way in and enter to see, you see every table filled, except for the table you reserved.
Should we put up like a row?
She gently
like
floats back down to the ground.
Should we have like a VIP, like Vajra's an important person section?
I think that Vinley's already done that.
I think just that big booth, I guess, is what Vinley had in mind.
Make it
Do we have
fancy,
any
though.
like velvet?
Do you want a
Like-
velvet rope?
Like the chain things that they have at clubs?
A velvet
In a
rope.
modern
like a
turn.
velvet
That's what I was
chain.
trying to
Yeah.
think of.
Yeah, do we have that?
Oh man!
I'm gonna go to the basement. I'm gonna go look for it.
The basement is a.
Basic's not gonna have that.
That's fair.
It's gonna take us like 30
gonna have,
minutes
like,
to find it.
food.
I was just about to ask you to make a luck roll, but that's not this
That's
game.
not this game.
Same. You can run to trinkets and trinkets.
Oh, yes. I'm
It
flying.
is a floating. So
Actually,
it doesn't have to be
I'll go.
instance.
I wanted to see if I could find something.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Do you need money?
No, I'm good.
We're rich.
Okay.
Not that much. I had to buy all the diamonds.
Oh, I have money.
I've got 300. I should be good.
Okay.
But as you're all mingling amongst the crowd, you do hear whispers and murmurs of anticipation filling the space. Between the boisterous, normal conversations competing to be heard over everybody else, because this place has never been this packed before.
I'm still gonna go find Aisho.
Okay.
I go up to her and I'm like, Aisho, sorry to bother you. Things seem a little hectic tonight. If you guys need any help with anything, you can absolutely let me know. I'm here to help.
I believe Aisho is the monkey one.
Yes, she is.
You just hear in the
Nods.
background Finley screams,
Just looks.
"Make sure the doctor's ready."
Just focused. Doesn't take
Yeah.
her eyes off of the crowd, and she just nods.
Cool. He waits for a second in the silence. He's like,
Was there more?
no, you're doing great. Y'all are all doing great.
And then coming up from behind you. Who's coming?
And like as you go, and he stops, turns you,
Thanks.
and then pushes you on your way.
Thanks, Aisha. And I turn to Reimer. I'm like, hey man, it's Vajra Safar?
Blackstaff's coming here.
I fly by.
We're really going to need you guys on like 100%. And if you need any help with anything, which I know you don't, I know you're like the best, but if you need any help with anything, come find me, okay? I got your back. Yep.
We see trouble. We'll take care of it.
Counting on you guys. Steering order strong. Sorry, I sounded cooler in my head. I'll go. And I will turn and head back away.
He hired us. He's not part of us.
Is this room that we're in the one with the chalkboard with
Leaf.
with Leaf? I'm gonna go over to Leaf.
Mm-hmm.
And just Leaf. Could I ask a favor? And I promise I actually was going to buy you more chalk to do this, if you don't mind.
Colored question mark.
Yes, all the colors you want. Could you maybe, and I'll help you if you want, draw a very nice, like, welcome Vajra with filigree and everything on the chalkboard, just like a beautiful welcome.
You know what? You roll a d20.
Okay. I don't like the way you said. You know what? You do it.
I was gonna roll and see what.
18.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say make a persuasion check because it's Leaf.
No, he knows what's going on.
Yeah, but
Well, I mean,
fair.
that's a 19. With
No. This is the this is his artistic skill.
So that is going to be a dirty 20 because it's going to be dex based instead of charisma based.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it is a very nice.
It just starts like you actually see like multiple chalks like come up and just start floating, and it's just like
Wonderful. And Karina's gonna stand with him and just like encourage him, and because she doesn't know what else to do.
Vinley, the camera blur rack focuses, and Vinley's up by the ceiling casting mending on Sky's tethers, and just making sure that everything's good for Sky to do their thing later. And she looks over and is like, "Oh, that's beautiful. Good job, Leaf."
Isn't he wonderful?
You see that it takes up most of the chalk to do the elaborate art.
That was what I was intending.
This is perfect. And then I put a bunch of flowers out. Oh, I look out the window.
Not quite yet, because you literally just sent the sending. If maybe less than an hour ago. Yeah.
Finley's that scene from Scott Pilgrim waiting on the Amazon package.
Interesting. Not yet, huh?
Are you gonna send another sending?
No!
Desperate.
Seisha,
Yes.
you say you're going to be looking for something?
Yes. It occurred to me that Trinkets of Trunkets is not the place I would find it, so I'm just going to look for velvet ropes.
Well, velvet ropes you can find at Trinkets and Trunkets. Like I said,
Right.
Seisha
I
was
was
looking for something
I was looking for
Yeah.
something else, but it
Yeah.
occurred to me that I'm not going to find manacles at Trinkets
No.
and Trunkets.
You might.
No.
They might do something
Well,
wild.
Yep.
Yeah.
There is somewhere in
got-
your alleyway that you could commission.
Oh, yeah. I could.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, on my way back, because I believe I would pass their shop,
You.
I want to swing in real quick. Embrick?
Eventually you come in, yeah. Say, yes.
I was wondering if you would take a commission for me.
Always.
I need a set of manacles for the hands and the feet.
There's a slight grin he tries to hide, and he looks over towards Avi.
Don't give her ours.
Oh my god!
Subtly.
Avi just smiles, comes over, and just kind of like leans on Embrick.
Happy Pride.
Somehow it doesn't surprise me, but
How many?
2 sets.
Be done.
Thanks.
And then it'll be the standard cost. You can find manacles on items minus 10%.
Oh, okay, sweet. And I will head back with the velvet robes.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
That will be 5. No, it'll be 2 gold.
Okay. Woo-hoo.
All it does is float. Is there anything else you all are doing before the arrival?
I'm gonna pay for a. Well, first of all, I'm gonna sit by the hearth because I'm hurt as fuck.
Oh yeah, can we get a short rest?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Oh, thank God.
Anybody sitting in front of the hearth, you get 9 healing.
Nice, and then I will short rest and heal the rest of that probably, and then I'm going to get a. Let me get my.
What was it, 9?
9, correct.
Okay.
Thank you, D&D Beyond, for handling my math for me.
Oh my gosh, you're so welcome, Ethan.
And then I'm going to get a bottle of something nice.
Yep.
And leave it on the table for our guests.
Okay.
How much would that cost me for something good?
From your own stock?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. And then I will take some of my drink and offer it to V and be like, Caterpillar life, right?
I just...
Weirdest 3 months of my life. And I've had some weird months.
You just don't notice when you're turning into goo until you're goo.
Yep.
Like, you just don't even notice the process.
That was literally my exact feelings on it.
I was so scared. I was like, what if someone opens this prematurely? And that's just it. I just goop out.
You don't need to worry about it anymore. Just drink. We're going to have a good time tonight.
Yeah, she takes a swig. This hard stare. She's been sweeping in the one spot this whole time.
Yeah.
Like, not moving around. She's just like, at first the broom was upside down, and she was like, oh, wait. And then, like, flips it back.
Amazing. Just as a reminder, because you all did this in Limbo, or at the Citadel of Mist, I forget which one, but you created at least 3 more bottles of pixie piss.
Oh, yeah, that's
I don't think we
right.
should serve the pixie piss.
Yeah, no.
That
but we
might
should
be a
tell
bad
them
idea.
That
it's
might piss off Durnan.
we just tell them that it's here if they want it.
We call it something
We
different.
should not serve that.
Wait,
Sir, pixie
and
piss?
Karina's gonna
Yeah.
Fairy
Just
fire.
call
her
it
ass
That's
up to her bedroom.
fairy farts?
Okay, hold up, pause.
Hold on.
And Karina is going to bring back down a bottle of whiskey from her parents' mine, since it's something that they've never had before.
Okay.
And bring that back down.
There you go.
And it's just like a small, like, Crown Royal size bottle.
Amazing.
What if we just call it, like, light sprite or something,
Is Pixie Piss a Yawning Portal exclusive?
It is.
I do not think we should serve that.
Okay, fair.
We could put like food coloring in it.
No, it's the same
some
effect.
sparkle.
And if it gets back to Durnan, we did that.
That's fair. We'll keep it for ourselves.
Yeah. Lord knows we can drink it.
I'm gonna wait until I think it's been about 20 or so minutes,
Okay.
and then I'm going to cast Flock of Familiars so that I have all 3 of my familiars out the entire hour that they're here.
As you do that, this is not just your regulars. And there is a slight little bit of panic as people see these 3 undead creatures just kind of like, and they're like, oh, gross! Oh, what is that? And so there's a slight little bit of panic.
But then the regulars step in and says, it's the spirits of Trollskull. Spirits.
And
And he kind of points
and
to
the Dessar just goes
yeah.
right past them.
Yeah.
So there is a bit of a panic, but
It's
your,
easily
your
quelled.
regulars stand up for you guys and all of that. Yeah, so it's not.
It's just a little haunted. It's not that big of a deal.
Pre-warn anyone.
Yeah, I was just like,
I'll play some music to get people back to being chill.
Absolutely, and you even hear, oh shit, the rumors are true.
Oh yeah.
all the rumors
24
are true.
on my performance as I just start playing some accordion while I'm on the.
Yeah, and do that. Sky will start dancing while you're doing that. He kind of just starts swinging and going up into the silks.
And y'all are in for a treat because I'm going to, I'm going to upcast it at a higher level so that I can get the fourth one that I don't bring out very often.
All right.
Mural, the bat, the decrepit,
yeah.
emaciated,
Nice.
squished bat. And they're all just kind of hovering around me.
Karina panics for a half second. She's like, I missed a present.
No, this one's okay.
So beautiful.
Like one wing only works.
It can fly, but
I love
it
him.
looks very
But
different.
at what cost?
And then I put him back on my shoulder because he can only climb.
Yeah. He has a flying speed of 1.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Good Miro. I'm nursing him back to health.
Oh, okay. Why don't
How's
we
that
have
going?
Suddenly,
a drink?
there is a wash of blue arcane light, accompanied with a soft boom that echoes out from the street. The crowd falls silent as all stop and give pause of shock and respect to the presence of the Blackstaff at your tavern. Even Bubbles, who was riding a rocket-propelled board across the cobblestone street, stops with curiosity.
You see she is not alone, and her company draws not as much attention, but definitely some as well. At her side is Renaer, and the enchanting sorcerer and beauty that is their friend, Elra. Behind them, you see the blue glowing axe of Azure Edge on the back of Maloon War Dragon. The next two you hear before you see, as you hear the boisterous laughter and booming voice of Mert and the eccentric whimsy of Volothamp Gadar.
Oh wow.
That's crazy though. I don't remember inviting Mer.
A few patrons begin stepping back from awe and fear as a billow of smoke fills in from behind them before a gleam of sunlight reflects off the mirrored platinum scale shield wielded by your old black dragonborn friend, Khizervexx.
Hey, you guys!
He's waving.
The demeanor of the atmosphere quiets as Vajra and her posse enter the bar, as the patrons notice her, but they do not crowd her as you are all seated at the table closest to the ever-burning, healing fireplace.
You see that Volothamp actually goes and finds another area as he's carrying a satchel with a couple of books and sets them down. Like, okay, all right.
You see him like kind of go up and literally like someone sitting down and just kind of like points at himself and gives a flourish, and you see the person like look up, look down, and gives another flourish, and they're like, get up, they move. He sits down.
Volothamp Gadam, welcome! I'm at the Trollskull, the Spirits Tavern.
It's so
Spirits
good.
of Troll Skull.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yes, I have books. I even have a book written about spirits and other ghostly figures. Come get it signed by me, Volothamp Gadam.
Like sets up a stack. This little cue card.
Amazing.
All around celebrity.
Oh god.
Hold on.
Do you have any copies of your nymph book?
I told you last time. I'm surprised you even know about that one. It was not ever published.
Just gonna keep checking.
I'm gonna walk up to him just to spook him a little bit. I'm gonna take my badge off and like slide it down and say, "I'm so sorry, Volo, but do you have a permit to be selling anything?"
I gave you this tavern.
I'm just kidding, Volo. Of course,
Okay.
of course. Here, do you want another table? And I like use telekinesis to start moving a table while making direct eye contact with the patrons. Like
One is fine. One is fine. Thank you.
it slides back. Yeah.
All of drinks clatter.
Y'all are wonderful. Another round for this table.
Next you hear, well, if I don't bleed and live and die, you're all having a party without little me.
I think the party is actually for little you.
Is everybody here to see me? Mert the Merciless! Mert...
Woo! Harold.
All the BFGs are looking at all the other patrons like, just say yes, it's easier if you say yes. Just say yes.
I mean, there's a couple people that, Mert's a celebrity as well.
Yeah,
he is
absolutely.
absolutely a well-known figure in Waterdeep, and there's some people that are like, damn, that's Mert. Oh, shit.
That's cool.
You see a couple people like, I thought he was bigger. They're kind of,
So, you skelly bastard, these are your friends?
Indeed, yes. You have not made their acquaintance.
Oh, I actually own this bar with them.
This is true.
It's
For
true.
now.
Yeah.
Partially, yes.
But temporarily.
I thought as much. Thank you for welcoming me once more. It is good to see all of you. But where is my good friend Bill Ronto?
Oh.
Oh, Bill's here. He's a little busy at the moment. Yeah, me and him had a little rough and tumble down at the old Skullport.
I see, yes. Still, it is good to see you all, and I come bearing a gift.
Oh!
Gift. Oh, we love gifts.
Yes.
Great to see you, Khizervexx.
I will need a few moments.
How many people are... So we've got, let's see, 6, including everyone who's here, and then Vajra and Mert and the Loon War Dragon.
So there was 7 in Vajra's crew, including you. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
She came in.
That works out
Squad.
perfectly, because this will work for a dozen people.
Okay.
So Khizervexx pulls out a scroll, and it actually takes him about 10 minutes. You think that it...
This is very awkward.
So
Yeah.
we're just like standing in silence, like, okay.
But at the end of that, suddenly this empty table is filled with a magnificent feast. And because it's a party, I think it's largely shrimp rings and
Nice.
some chips and dip and some vegetables.
All finger foods.
It's all finger foods.
Small portions.
Matzah sticks, things like that.
are there egg salad sandwiches?
And there are small egg salad
Okay, good.
sandwiches.
Oh, yes.
Just making sure.
But this is essentially a hero's feast.
Oh.
Nice.
Awesome.
So if you would like to know the benefits from that, everyone for the next 24 hours will be immune to poison.
Wow.
Also, you are cured of any diseases or poison that are currently active. For the next 24 hours, you're immune to poison. You're also immune to fear for the next 24
Heck
hours.
yeah.
And you'll be making all wisdom saving throws with advantage. In addition,
Thank you.
your hit point maximum. This is like you're basically hit point maximum. This isn't just healing. Will increase by 12
Nice.
for 24 hours.
Yo, I have 3-digit health.
By 12.
12.
During, while Khizervexx is doing this, Mert will go into more story about Mr. Ronto. Yeah, me and Mr. Ronto and his vigilante friend had an itch to take on the Reforged Ring.
I heard it worked.
Yeah, I had connections in the pirate underbelly, which had connections, and info on this ring, and part of it ended up being tied to a noble house, but was being headed by an Amnesu devil. It's memory-eating, dominating, mind-controlling fuckwads that are uglier than sin.
Language, if you please.
Oh, excuse the fuck out of me. But we sent the fiendish nutsack back to its icy 5th layer of hell. Not before I nearly clawed off Mr. Ronto's face. Sure you saw. I don't know if you see him, he's got a nice nasty scar that the devil left on him.
We know.
It is impressive.
Way to go, man. Glad he's still doing this stuff in the city.
Very cool.
Well, tell me, who are you, lass?
Oh, hi! I'm Karina.
Is she fun or is she a hard ass?
She's both.
You'll love her.
Oh, thank you.
I do not believe I have had the pleasure of making your acquaintance.
Oh, you're delightful. Hello, I'm Karina.
I am Khizervexx. May
Nice to meet
Bahamut watch over you, Karina.
Oh, thank you. My best friend was a cleric of Bahamut.
Indeed.
He looked like you, but silver.
Yes. It is good to meet you, as I say. Please try the matzah sticks.
Oh, I shall.
Saesha, just so you're aware, Saesha has a scar over her left eye now, and the eye itself has mist coming up and rising from it, like when she used to take her divine form.
Interesting. Could Khizervexx try an insight roll?
Sure, absolutely.
16 on that.
16. Immediately, I think the first thing you notice is Saesha's demeanor. Like, you remember the slightly timid, knowledge-hungry, always with a smile, no matter what, and there's definitely
very
a hardness
very
to her
optimistic and gung-ho for adventuring, and now it's like a razored edge now that's focused.
Interesting.
Saesha, it is good to see you, though you seem somewhat changed.
It's really good to see you too, Khizervexx.
Indeed. I have missed your counsel. It was always good to speak to another who knew the ways of law and goods.
You always got me. It's been a difficult road lately.
You seem, if you do not mind me saying, troubled, perhaps.
There's a lot has happened, and you remember the cultists we found?
Indeed.
They're part of something much larger. And they've taken a lot.
I am sorry to hear it.
Thanks.
Well, this shrimp is amazing. I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
Yes, you must dip it in this red sauce.
Oh, that's the secret right there.
These matzo sticks are amazing.
And I also
I feel wiser
greet
just for having
Vajra
it.
as well.
You see Vajra is actually taking her time to make her way to speak with all the people that are obviously here.
And where is Renaer in that
Make a perception check.
other person?
Under that chick.
He's gonna
Like
die
she's
today.
sitting on his lap, not...
No, you said what you said, Goblin.
Wow.
Oof.
Perception? Dirty 20.
Sorry, Mom, if you're watching.
No, you see it.
I
No, he's already kind of taken his seat, and you can see that him and Elra are speaking, kind of just waiting, just kind of
They're
watching
sitting in the
everything.
booth together by themselves?
They're in the booth, but you see
With
them.
you guys, yeah. I mean, you guys had to create it. It's 12 people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a big table.
I'm watching V because Harold saw this before and had no idea what was going on. It was just like, oh, they're friendly. And then as this is happening again, he's like, seem real friendly.
You see, looking back, you see Renaer is actively trying to looking
Just
at V
staring
as
at
well.
V.
He is really awkward and act like this is fine, normal. And she's physically uncomfortable and awkward,
Yeah. And
and
Harold-
is trying to be like, I'm normal, you're normal.
Yeah, you make me an insight check.
Yeah, I will. Insight. So good at this.
Excuse me.
Oh, actually, I am 21.
Okay.
No.
You can see that it's not like them having a private conversation, but it's like you can see he'll look at V and then look back
Okay.
to Elra, say a few words, kind of look back, and it's definitely the demeanor is definitely camaraderie.
Okay.
And it's not like where they're holding hands on the table type
Got it.
of body
Yeah,
language.
V is eating shrimp that's lost in the sauce. Most interesting shrimp of her life.
Harold, to put it in relatable terms, it's like when you and V were the closest.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So very comfortable with each other, but
Got
not
it.
like, oh.
Right. just making sure.
But Mert
Clip
will.
that, please.
Somebody clip it, yeah.
Mert will look at you. Well, I'm Mert. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Yeah, what is it that you do?
Oh, I kind of, stars are sort of my thing.
Oh, so you tell people's futures.
I could, maybe. I haven't tried it
She
before.
keeps us alive really well.
I'm trying.
Really well.
I'm trying. You guys go down a lot.
Yeah, we do.
You are a healer then.
Sort of. I can kind of heal sometimes.
She can also beat the crap out of things.
I kind of turn into stars.
Interesting.
Now that's something that I have to fucking see.
Okay. And I'm just gonna pop Starry Thorn.
Which one?
Dragon.
Hell yeah.
In honor of Khizervexx.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit, that is so fucking cool! I need 3 drinks all for her right now. Put it on my tab.
Yes, drink all you want, friends. Thanks to this wonderful feast, it will be impossible for you to become intoxicated.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Marsh, might I offer you and this fucking constellation dragon just like hands you a bottle of whiskey.
Saesha, take a mental picture of that because we're going back to Renaer's dad's ex-wife to get this painted. This is beautiful.
He'll drink a little. Oh, that's real nice. What is that from? I haven't tasted something like that before.
It's from my homeland. It doesn't exist anymore, but it's filtered through the finest marble you'd ever known, and it gives it that nice crisp taste.
That's a story for when Vajra Safar has taken her seat at the table.
It's a sad one. It's a party. Don't worry about it.
Oh, all right. Oh, let's lighten the mood then, shall we? Do you like jokes?
Oh God!
I
Oh no!
love jokes.
Well, you might be the only one.
Oh, I thought you said jerks.
I did too.
All right. So the first one. So I'm like having a wank with a numb hand is called a stranger, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Then would having a wank with a mage hand be called a familiar?
Harold's like watching Khizervexx and trying not to laugh because he knows that Khizervexx probably not appreciative of these jokes.
This is hardly appropriate conversation for the dinner table.
All 4 of my familiars slowly begin to migrate away from Mert, just ever so slowly.
I deeply regret having an eidetic memory.
For the others, Karina's clearly fake laughing.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right, Mr. Vex. Are you at least a fan of parodies?
Just say yes.
Do you mean a pair of these nuts?
Oh, you stole the joke, you cheeky bitch! I love her! I
knew you would. She's the best. You're gonna love her.
I didn't say it, she did.
No, it is quite amusing.
He slaps you across the back. I knew you'd lighten up, you scaly bastard.
So...
I think I'm doing well.
You're doing great. 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Top of the list.
I assure you both of my parents were married to each other, though they were Tiamat cultists. Let's not go into that.
Oh, no.
All right, thanks for bringing down the mood again there.
Oh, I found it fascinating.
So, Khizervexx, you been up to anything interesting since you've been gone? I'm sure lots of adventuring and stuff.
Indeed, the Order of the Gauntlet is always in need of assistance in the fight against evil. But perhaps my companions might be able to fill you in more. I joined them in their quest.
It's about this time that Vajra has, shaken enough hands, and you see that people aren't just here, just waiting to be like, they are being patrons of your tavern. So there's a lot of people here.
I just want to say I dined there with that group.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, who
I was there. But Vajra comes and sits down. And goes, all right. This is a lovely feast.
Indeed, have you tried the matzo sticks?
They're fantastic.
Tries. Oh, these are splendid.
Yes, and the shrimp rings. It is not a party without a shrimp ring.
And then for the next hour or so, you go over the exciting and harrowing adventures you all have had, except for the specific information you alluded to. Whether recently or from times before, as you're all just kind of catching up and having fun and just the levity of the situation.
Does anyone else walk in eventually throughout the night?
Who are you specific? Oh,
Fala. Travel?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Vinley's definitely in the conversation, but she's awkward enough in social situations to where she's definitely having a conversation with everyone, but definitely sitting kind of like this.
The eyes on the door. Yeah. But it is the first time you all have ever seen Vajra have a more relaxed decorum to her presence. It is the first time you've seen her around old friends and taking a small break from her daily duties.
And the first time I've ever seen her.
Oh, also
I
I
don't know
should
what you're all
mention.
worried about. She seems lovely.
Let me know if I can do this because I wanted to do this for this event, but have those like lace curtains on a booth that you can pull down to have a little bit of visual privacy.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, that could have happened.
Yeah. Just like a gentle. Let's do like
What?
the red, like dark
Okay.
red.
Yeah, okay. Easy enough. And so, and like having this conversation, Maloon is like, did I ever tell you the time that I actually got a Xur Edge? So there's this forest not too far from there, probably about maybe 30 minutes north of here, and good hunting there. And I shit you not, there's this cat man that found us and talked to us and took us to this citadel where he kept it. It was just wild. And that's when I'm he's holding it for him. It was actually Tasara's yeah.
We wouldn't know anything about any catman.
So out of curiosity, was this cat man a tabaxi or a man who just thinks he's a cat?
No, he was. I don't know the specific story, but it's like he was merged with another thing, not tabaxi, but something else. So it's like body of a man, but head of a cat.
The head of a tiger, perhaps.
I can't remember if it was a tiger or a lion.
And did his thumbs?
No, wasn't one of them. No,
All right, that's what I was going to say
Where
as well.
was this? Where did this happen?
What was the name of that woods up there? I haven't been back in a while.
It's not anywhere near
They said
Daggerford.
it-
No.
Okay, all
It's
right.
30
all right.
minutes north of where we are currently.
We
Yeah.
hear rumors of a catman out there.
In
Yeah,
Daggerford,
there might be
yes.
more of them, actually. That's crazy. That's
What if
crazy.
they're
I've never heard that
developing a
before.
pack?
Wow.
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 I will say, actually, about 10 days ago, I had someone bring some whispers up from Daggerford
No.
saying that the catman, your catman may be in Daggerford.
I mean, his name was the Nameless Hunt. That's the name of him. He was the Pelham Copse. That's it. The Pelham Copse Woods. It's a little bit north of here.
The real question is, what does this catman do?
I swear to God. I knew it was coming. Can I throw something at our guest?
That's it. I remember now. So he was. So Tasara had a familiar. His name was Nameless. He was a Tressum. And in when they did this some ritual back in the day to bring some city back or something, the Tressum grew to the size of a tiger. And then what was his name? What was Tasara's husband's name? Kind of was like thinking and.
Vajra says, Rhaegar.
Oh yeah, that's it. But he became the Nameless Hunt. He patrols the woods up there and keeps it done. Kelvin put it together, but like at some point they merged into one.
So a mortal and a familiar merge?
Yeah, like fused together. I don't get it. He's got big black like feathered wings and a black cat head.
He has wings?
Yeah.
Yeah, a Tressum is like a little feline with wings.
They're very cute.
I believe it's a celestial creature.
I want one.
But I'm so glad to have her back, and I can't thank y'all enough for doing what is. I don't believe I've had the pleasure of making your acquaintance.
Hi, I'm Karina.
Balloon War Dragon, at your service, man. And this large, like human with salted blonde hair and like a very close-cut beard, wearing a breastplate, and then has a beautiful great axe on his back that the blade is like a sapphire.
So is Khizervexx the only like monster race in this
Currently,
group?
yes, yeah.
Okay, so easily because Karina can't hide shit. She's only comfortable around Khizervexx.
Khizervexx, can I ask you a question about what you were just talking about? What's this about the tiger heads with the thumbs bending backwards?
It is a sort of fiend from the hells. Rakshasa, they are called.
Interesting. I never heard anything about this before. Their thumbs bent backwards seems kind of counterintuitive.
Yes.
I always thought that their hands were on the opposite arms.
It is just the thumbs. At least the ones I have encountered, though their forms are mutable, of course. They are quite powerful. Pray that you never cross one's path.
Luckily, I don't think I have, so that's all for the best.
Wait, what
It
do
is
they
possible you have without knowing it. They
What
are
do they do?
deceptive.
Don't tell Harold that. Don't.
What do they do?
Yeah,
He's
what do
gonna
they
cry
do?
tonight.
They are fond of devouring mortals, sometimes alive.
Shit. Metal.
That's a lot.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you, I
So
appreciate
they're
it.
so they're just vicious monsters.
They are
They're fiends.
nothing if not cunning. They are cunning personified, one might say.
Do they do magic?
Indeed.
So it's like a tiger wizard?
A simplification, perhaps, but not incorrect.
Thank you, Khizervexx. I appreciate that.
Wow.
Well,
That was awesome.
So Elra starts speaks up, and starts talking about her boring time in Neverwinter as you continue your stories. Although she did hear stories about a green dragon, or a white dragon, or both, terrorizing an area around Fandelver. And eventually, Renaer, who has been kind of quiet, finally speaks up.
and you can see is very awkward. Like it's kind of like looking towards V, but like nervous, like that definitely nervous, anxious energy, almost
Where are
identical
they
to what.
sitting? Are they sitting across the table from each other? I need to know right now.
Sure.
Are you sitting next to him or across?
Wherever this food is, eating shrimp.
I imagine like V and Harold sat next, like across from where.
Okay,
Renaer
yeah.
and
We're just
Elra
sitting
is.
across
Yeah.
awkwardly, and I'm just
Yeah.
like eating the best shrimp in my life, I guess.
Yeah, speaking of Neverwinter, I met with my father. It went about as well as expected. You know, narcissistic, neglectful, power-hungry, but funnily not in a baleful or tyrannical way. He actually cares about the people he serves because, well, they need him. They worship him. They praise him, but he just doesn't like having things left to a vote because he can never be wrong, so that's why he loves Neverwinter more than Waterdeep.
Neverwinter's a terrible city.
More than my mother, more than Kalain, more than, well... Anyways, his narcissism aside, he told me something strange about the gold he hoarded here in Waterdeep. He said he can't remember why he was doing it, but he knew it was important. And not in a self-empowering money laundering way. I mean, he has wealth, he has power. Hell, he's the command sergeant of the Lords of Alliance militia, despite Laurel being the head of the council. He doesn't need wealth of gold. I asked him what he could remember about it, and kind of looks around. And about the stone. About Dalakar, the vault, and the keys to it. My mother's ashes.
What did he say?
He said he couldn't remember anything beyond a hex or a song to bring some cataclysmic event.
It didn't happen to include Blessed Are Thee within the lyrics, did it?
I don't know. He pleaded that he did love my mother and would never damn her soul unless to create a labyrinth of ruses if he planned on acquiring the gold himself. He argued, though, that if he, as commander of the Lord's Alliance, found a threat worth uniting all the cities in the Lord's Alliance, possibly even their enemies, against a greater threat, then embezzling that gold would be something he would deem necessary in order to pay their military involvement. And creating such a dark labyrinth of impossible tasks only he knew the ways around would be to ensure only he would have access to the vault. Which is not far-fetched, but... I don't know if I fully believe him. But I do believe that the stone either drove him to madness, like it did to Dalekar, or my father tried to destroy it for some reason and it erased his memory.
What is this stone? As Elra speaks up.
It's the Stone of Golor.
And that means?
It is a item that allows the possessor of it to inquire about matters of legend.
It's more than that. It's an artifact.
Bajra speaks up. Is there anything you found out about the stone upon your journeys?
Yes. It is... It's tied... And Saesha drops her voice so that the average patrons can't hear her.
Let's see. For narrative's sake, what we could say, if you wanted to spend the spell slot, is you could do a modified version of the...
Yes.
Okay.
The private sanctum.
Private sanctum.
Yeah.
Yep, that way
Yeah,
your
I'll do
conversations would be private.
I'll do that. I'll have set that up earlier with the 4 wands in each corner post
And
of the
that,
booths.
yeah, and it'll hang like drapes, that so people can still see your silhouettes, and...
Almost like a silky blue mist rather than the bright smoke that she usually does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so we'll say that's what's happening, and so you can speak freely and know that nobody will be listening in, and or scrying.
Or getting in here. Unless they walk.
It's tied to an aboleth named Golor.
An aboleth. Interesting.
And Elra speaks up. No shit. Okay, get this. While I was there, I heard whispers of a secret society that dwelled within the lakes of an Underdark in Neverwinter. They said it had ties to a sovereignty that dwelled within the Sea of Fallen Stars. And if I remember correctly, aboleths are somehow involved, yeah? With that sovereignty.
Indeed, such were the rumors. Aboleths, they are truly foul things, and their power is nearly unmatched.
Also, Ren and I met up with Khizervexx here and followed some leads to that secret society, and it led to information on Helmshold, a fortress just outside of Neverwinter Wood. Helmshold for the past 30 to 40 years have basically been a refuge and safehold for those that were afflicted by the Spell Plague's blue fire.
Indeed, a place of healing, though necessarily also one of confinement.
Very well put, Khizervexx.
Yes. People that some would say were driven mad, which was enforced by Dagult Neverember. If we are to believe Dagult, it could be where or how he discovered what chaos is coming, or whatever you're speaking about. I've been briefed a little bit by Ren, but here's why. Unbeknownst to him...
Who did they just refer to?
She keeps saying Ren, but when she does, she looks over at Renaer.
I think Vinley definitely just went, who?
Yeah.
Renaer.
Oh.
But
Yes, you see, she is only saying the first syllable of his name. It is a nickname.
So for you it would be Kai?
I would usually go by Zer. The second syllable I like.
My name is Lorelra, but Elra is what I go by. Yes. But if we are to believe that, that would mean, unbeknownst to him, allegedly, there was a woman there roughly a decade ago that was being seen as a prophet, healer, right, at this place.
Though she was nothing of the kind.
At least that's what we found out. On account of her death, it seemed they reported her as a succubus because of her beguiling beauty. But what we found in the records seems to be more akin to a hag.
Hags are a big problem.
We also found a nearly destroyed piece of paper. It mentioned something called a hex locus.
Yes, and somehow it is tied to the spell plague's blue fire.
That's no good.
We were tracking its whispers back to Waterdeep, which is why we were headed back here on the caravan.
Do you know anything about this secret society? What their purpose is?
If they are tied to an aboleth, then they are its cult. It ensorcels the mind of mortals, brings them into its service on a permanent basis.
My father, he also had this crystal shard, and he can't remember why. But he says that if I'm down here solving Waterdeep's problems, that I should have another piece of the puzzle. He can't quite remember the solution to.
And you see Renaer produces his rapier as the blade is now a crystal quartz that begins to hum and vibrate. His face looks confused, letting you know that this vibrating and humming is not normal what he's akin to. And simultaneously, Vinley, the crystal embedded in your breastplate, begins to resonate with an extremely powerful magical energy that is harmonizing with Renaer's blade in both of your heads, both Vinley and Renaer. You hear 100 voices cry out together. We must seal the gate.
The gate.
Just randomly choose one. Okay. Yep. We must
We are the
fully unite
Verandai.
as one. We are the source.
We must stop what's coming.
We are the Vandari.
We must be fully reunited.
Seal the gate.
As one.
Y'all okay? Both of y'all giving the weird looks.
I mean...
I move my arms out in front of the armor.
Whoa.
That's never happened before.
That crystal is part of a mythal.
What's a mythal?
Very powerful ritual.
It's a ritual.
Richard. It's a very powerful Richard.
It was
a very
ancient
powerful
ways
ritual.
of storing it.
It's sentient. It's when I got it,
It's more than sentient.
Is it like the one we fought? Or fought around?
This,
Yes.
This one, yeah.
And Vajra speaks up and goes, I believe you're talking of a mythalar. A
Mythalar, I'm sorry.
A mythal is a powerful magic, but the Netherese were the ones that found out how to power that magic into a sphere of crystalline. It's how they were able to cause their floating cities.
there's like a resonance.
Like a harmonization.
You said you found one as well.
Yes. This piece in my armor, this is one of the pieces of the source.
I mean, yeah, the one that we had, it was not more...
Is that big?
That's what he is saying. But when it linked with my mind, and it became my blade.
Oh, it's like the other things.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me. It grew into my armor.
In Khizervexx, you see... I'm not sure if you've ever seen Vinley since she...
I think you may have seen me from the porch as you were like, bye.
Vinley is no longer just in wizard's robes. She is wearing black plate, like a breastplate, very ornate in design. And on her ring, on her hand, you see a ring that you would identify as Jergal.
It's on the left hand.
The scribe of Keldor.
Correct.
Okay.
And on the centerpiece of the chest plate is this quartz crystal, just kind of embedded into it. It looks like the same material that is wrapped around and making Renaer's rapier blade.
I do not have detect currently prepared.
You see, Renaer's kind of looks at Vajra and Elra looks at you.
Did you hear the voices that time?
Yeah.
Voices.
Every time they speak, it's like
A bunch.
thousands. But
What did they say?
but they talk in unison, not necessarily unison, but but that was like a jumble of
It
various
was like
words.
standing in a bar while everyone was trying to have different conversations with one person.
The one thing that I distinctly picked up on was reuniting. And you see him kind of look to Vajra, glance to Elra, and like before they could stop him, just kind of like starts to move it towards you.
I start like,
And you, the tip of his blade gets closer to the crystal in your breastplate.
I think in the brief second of right before they make contact, Vinley's eyes cut over to V's face, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess this is weird. And ting.
And as you move them closer, there's a deep resonation that begins to tremble and shake the area around you as it grows and grows, causing a small earthquake. You can hear outside of your sanctum dishes and kitchenware bang and rattle against the wooden tables of the tavern.
I'll be right back.
You
Somewhere else.
I step out of the protective
can't
area.
pull away.
I'm holding up mozzarella sticks.
Let-
I'm holding up shrimp, bread,
Yep.
garlic bread, whatever the heck we got here.
Yep. So let's finish the description. So because it's all happening as you say, I'll be right back. This is all happening around you as you're going to step out, as you're picking up stuff.
Are we like connected now? Like
No,
if I
not
tried
yet.
to pull away?
No. You step out, you see that there's a small bit of chaos and confusion, fear as to what might be happening, and you can see the walls shake so violently that a few windows begin to crack, if not break. The arcane energy seems to be so immense as you're beginning to try and calm people down, as these two forces feel magnetically tethered.
Like Renaer's like,
I'm like using telekinesis. You can see my nose starts to bleed just a little bit as I'm like using telekinesis to pull myself off of it, but I'm not going anywhere.
But it's strange, as you look down, they're not touching, because although they seem to be attracted to each other, being of the same source, they repel each other as if of the same polarity. And suddenly, everyone around the two artifacts are forcefully jaunted back. The pulse of raw arcane energy courses out from these two crystals. But you're not, there's no damage or anything, it just, all the chairs, as you're pushed back.
yeah, you look, and I mean, there is now probably a 15-foot radius circle around as everything was shoved from this central point.
Everything okay in there? No, well, they can't. I can't hear them if they respond.
And I
go
grab
back
a
in.
shrimp and eat it. Maybe we should wait before we do something like that again.
I didn't expect that to happen, sorry.
Everything okay?
Shrimp's amazing.
Everybody alright outside?
Yes, they're a little panicked, but we're working on calming them down. That beam came out, and I wanted to make sure everybody was okay.
You saw that it did dissipate.
B, L, Finley? Anybody have an idea, Saesha, what the nine hells that was?
Can I make an arcane check?
Yeah.
I would assume it was some sort of resonance from the crystals meeting each other. We were told that we needed to find all of them and bring them together.
Without rolling, you just figured it out.
Yep.
Is that they do need
Same puzzle.
Wrong spot.
not the pieces that fit together.
but yeah, and you would need all of them, or possibly could need all of them.
Well, where are the rest of them?
Scattered.
Everywhere.
Okay, well, that's not a location, but I guess I'll work with it.
She's had a long.
I mean,
3 months.
this was the first lead I had gotten. Like, this is what I was telling you in our messages, V, that I had important information that my father told me, and that.
Yes, you did say that. You said that. What's the information?
Oh, now I know who
He
you are.
told us.
I think this is it.
But I didn't think that this is.
I thought they were gonna like. No, hold on. Let me take that one again. I thought they were going to connect,
Yeah, same.
frankly, and
I mean,
merge together and make mine bigger, possibly.
Better.
I mean,
Like a
you
clump?
don't. I mean, but they could have made mine better.
Right, but I think with the way that it kind of works is that it's a magical thing.
And Elra speaks up and goes, ladies, you're both beautiful.
Just like she gives her
Jumps in.
like yeah.
Karina has only just now figured out who he is.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
You okay? You made the noise like you're not.
oh no, just you have so many friends, and it takes me a while to figure out who's who. And don't worry, I'm starting to put things together.
Perfect. Cool.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, I bought that.
Vajra, do you have any idea how we might locate these other crystals?
I can look into it, but
You're so busy. I wouldn't want to take away time from your schedule already.
It's important. I think she
I-
recognizes the importance of it.
I'll look into it. I mean, it's.
are these the only two
That we
quartz
know of right now.
that you've encountered?
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know.
I thought you were asking about the shrimp. There's
It's
only
in
two
my
left in
report
this
as well.
Go
I
ahead.
take a shrimp.
Go ahead and
Make an intelligence check at disadvantage.
Oh, it's not, huh?
Can I make one?
Yep.
At disadvantage.
Awesome.
I'm gonna cry right now. That's a 19 and a 3.
Disadvantage is going to be
7. Ow. I'm so
intelligence. Sorry.
Yep.
I
Just
found it
intelligence.
here in-
12.
12. It's
Did it happen within the last month?
It did
No.
not.
Okay.
It's hard to exactly remember, but now like seeing the two, you've seen something like this before. You just can't quite remember where.
Didn't we go into a room at one point that had a big crystal in the center of it and 4 platforms in each of the corners?
I feel like we've been in rooms with a lot of crystals.
I think that
You're thinking of
crystal
Blue
is
Alley. That was a purple.
Yep, those were purple.
Okay.
And
That
this-
was an amethyst. That was
Okay.
This one's blue.
No, this
I
one's
have a
quartz.
feeling we did see one at some point.
We saw the one that is in there now, and
The
that
one
one was big. That
That
one
was a very large one.
big.
I'm shocked that it was able
Probably
to
about
do
20
this.
feet tall.
Yeah.
So we have crystals somehow tied to a secret society of aboleths? Like,
It would seem that the stone Forsgrey and Nishit Galanodel that you have written about that led you to the vault is also involved in these dark machinations that threaten our world. And if we are to believe Lord Neverember, then it could be seen that the stone wanted that money to be found, so the money was no longer a threat at unifying us as in Dagult's plan, as said by Renaer. A plan that was forgotten and erased, which the stone probably caused, since it can forcefully cause someone to forget it, as in your notes from many months ago. And forget it and everything about it.
A remove curse can restore the memories.
That is good to know.
Sometimes.
that's not true. My father went through a remove curse and it didn't fix him.
It doesn't always work. You have to hope and pray. It worked for me.
Maybe it has time. It depends on the time between the forgetting and when it is tried to be re-implemented into the mind. But I think it is time I see this stone.
Oh boy. And this was a fun dinner party. Let me get one last matzo.
And it's about that time that you hear "Urgh!" as a large man stands up, kind of pats his knees. All right, lads and lasses, it's about time I head out. This is not something I'm really here for. Khizervexx, the mill, excellent. But it's good seeing you all.
Good to see you too, Mert.
Well, I'll just pick up my share of last month's wages from Leaf. It is great meeting you, Miss Karina.
Good meeting you too.
All right. And if you're all part of this crew now, you might as well get in deep. I mean, like, real deep.
Mm-mm.
If you like, we can talk about you being added to the contract to being part owner of the Spirits of Trollskull.
Oh, that's a lot of responsibility. I'll have to check with my friends.
But it's also only if it's unanimous across the board of owners. And if the answer is yes, send me a letter with everyone's signature, because you got my vote. Sound good?
You're very nice, thank you.
Not everyone says that. Some people call me a walrus.
That's okay.
But the buy-in is 125 dragons, which is 10% of the original loan investment, plus 5 dragons for paperwork. But I'm
What's
sure
the
you
dragon?
I show you a gold piece.
Oh,
and you see on one side it has a dragon on it.
she's like, oh, different money.
You are not from these parts, I gather.
No.
Apparently her kingdom was destroyed or something.
Yeah,
Probably something in the spell plague.
My sorrows for your loss.
thank you. You're very kind.
I'd like
Do you
to make an
mind if I
insight-
expand on this a little bit for its relevance?
If it's acceptable in this setting, yes.
I want to insight Mert.
Okay,
He got up right when you mentioned the Stone of Golor.
okay, that's fine.
Roll insight.
Just double checking.
Yep.
23.
23. There's nothing nefarious.
Okay,
He's
cool.
just kind of like, this is your bag.
I'm
really.
too out of the game.
Shit. I've got other. I don't need to. I don't need to
If
know
I hear
this.
it, that means I'm involved
Yep.
with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then as you say that, he just kind of puts a finger up to your lips.
Slowly peel it away. She like picks up the top of his finger and bends it backwards as she pulls it away.
Maybe that's a story for another time. Gives me something to come back to. And he'll come out, and as he's leaving, he says, all right, Volo, Maloon, let's head back to our regular watering hole and disturb that wart of a man Durnan. Maybe Bonnie will tell us and be willing to talk about what's been troubling her for the past month. As he walks out the door.
Yeah, and you see Maloon kind of look over and kind of give Vajra, Renaer, and Elra a hug and a pat on the shoulder. It's been too long. We should not wait so long next time. And he gets up, and nods to all of you.
Goodbye,
Glad to see you all well.
Good to see you, Melon.
And he smiles and turns and leaves with Volo and Mert. It takes a bit to get Volo out. Mert has to literally pick him up and kind of just takes the bag and just shoves the books into the bag unceremoniously. Volo kicking and screaming. Stop your whining!
You know who I am? I'm Volthab Gadorn!
We all know who you are.
I'm a celebrity, damn it!
See you, bud.
Bye, thanks
Bye,
for coming.
If you want to follow me to the Yelling Portal, I'll be signing books there!
And
Everybody like goes back to their drinks.
yeah.
Karina's also back to regular form now because we've been here a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, slowly my familiars, except for Savard, just go
Yeah.
into a little bit of ash.
Before we get things too deep, do you mind if I have a conversation with Vee privately?
That's perfectly okay. All right, everyone, let's go.
Why don't we head upstairs? Or you guys could head upstairs if you want privacy.
We can go upstairs.
Yeah.
Vee goes upstairs.
I'd be like, wait, oh, okay.
It's no, everything's fine.
Oh, good,
No.
great, awesome.
Everything's fine.
Not good.
No, it's
And
fine.
Renaer heads up, follows you upstairs.
How does everyone know but me?
And
Because you weren't there for girls' night.
Yeah, it was a girls' night thing.
as he kind of, you get there first into the common room, and he will follow you in. I think we need to talk. I've had a lot of time to think while we have been on our separate missions, and I have something I need to tell you.
Okay.
I can tell you have something you want to say, and I think it might be the same thing that I want to say.
Just go first.
Let's just same time.
Oh,
No, that's a terrible idea. Okay, fine.
Right.
I have a real
Ready?
question.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
I just think we should break up.
Oh, oh wow.
Okay, I definitely did not see that coming at all. I am
Our
so
time
sorry.
apart
I
is
am
different.
so sorry. That's
It's-
super. Yeah, I
Emotionally,
thought
I mean,
there's that girl and
of
she
course,
seemed
I
cool,
mean, no,
and
that's,
I just
no,
really.
that's she's like my herald. She's
Oh
not,
god damn it. Okay, well,
But no, it's no, it's. I was in Neverwinter. You were in the High Forest.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, it was.
no, it's cool. It's cool. It's
No,
cool.
you're
I'm,
fine.
No,
You're
I'm cool.
totally
We're-
fine.
I'm fine. I'm busy. It's I'm.
It's just a really bad time for me to be in a relationship right now.
Yeah,
I'm kind of
no,
nervous.
of course,
It's like, I think
yeah.
maybe I should just do that when I'm like, less busy.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's good. It's fine. All's good. We're good. We're good.
This is a Harper thing.
I'm sorry. I thought, I don't know. I just. I don't know how.
It's fine. We should get back down. There's a lot going on. We have a lot going on. I'm sure you have a lot going on with your father and in the mines.
And you have a lot going on with your dad. Really sorry about that. That is really traumatizing. I'm sorry. Okay. There. I don't know if there's anything I can say to make this better.
No, it's.
I've never really done this before, so I'm really sorry. And I just thought, with the way you were acting, I thought that we were on the same page, and I don't have really good insight.
It's fine. I do, and I read that completely the wrong way, but it's fine. If it's not weird, I'm just gonna give you some space. But I know you've got a lot going on. I will just stay in the tavern and take care of my managing it and making sure. Otherwise, Kara will kill both of us. But it's okay. I'm just gonna. And he turns and
Wait, Renaer?
he stops, but doesn't turn around.
I really am sorry. I hope that, I didn't hurt you too much, and that, with time we can, be, like, friendlier. I just think it's mean to say we could be friends, but, like, maybe eventually, like, things can be kind of cool. I don't know. I will leave. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have stopped you. I'm talking too much. I'm gonna stop.
It was one of the things I fell for. As he turns and closes the door as he goes down.
Just to be clear, we were not in the room with
No.
I just taken a bunch of damage from awkwardness. I'll put those hit points back. I'll put the psychic damage back.
That's some
How much
crazy shit.
psychic damage do I take? Jesus Christ. Okay.
I just keep waiting for Harold's otter to come down and be like, "You ought to get out of here."
I'm assuming my passive insight trips when he comes back.
Oh, he doesn't
down.
come back in.
He doesn't?
No,
He does not come into the sanctum.
The second they leave, I would have told Harold.
Yeah.
I would have been like, by the way, at girls' night, she said she wanted to break up with him, so this is not going to go well.
Yeah.
And you see Elra, who's there.
It's fine.
still.
I think they're dating anyway.
We're not dating. We're just friends.
A little bit of subtlety. Just a little. We've known each other a long time now.
Khizervexx has a 18 passive insight. Is he picking up on what's going on here?
Oh, they haven't come back. This is while everything was going on.
With the conversation.
Yes.
It's like,
absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's gonna be real uncomfy if they both come back.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step out.
That's fair.
And when he comes back,
You were great.
It
You're
was lovely
amazing.
meeting you.
Yeah, you're awesome. Your stories were great. Wow.
shit happens.
Shit happens. Hey, keep an eye on him and let him know I could talk to him if he needs.
Look, he's a big boy.
I know. I mean, big boys still get hurt.
Yeah.
People are real
He
weird.
cries a lot.
I cry a lot. I'm gonna
know.
cry over this.
You cry a lot.
I do.
Okay, well, it's been fun. Thanks for the meal. Great meeting you all.
Here, have a shrimp cocktail on the way out.
It's great to see you again.
She'll take it and go out, and then they return, and
How's Vajra doing?
Vajra's sitting there just like, it's kind of more still focused on like, okay, well,
this is my life now, huh?
Yeah, and Renaer did not go back into the tavern, just so
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah,
knows.
yeah.
Like he
left, right?
He left.
Okay, thank God. All right.
Oh,
For my sake, I feel so uncomfortable.
Yeah, Elra passes you, but does not give you like a stink eye or anything. Just kind of like, it more a sympathetic like, yep,
It is
this
what it
sucks.
is. Yeah.
I wish this could have been a better interaction of our first time. But and she continues, and Vajra is more so focused on like, okay,
Yeah, how you gonna pick this one up?
Mm.
All the magic in the world.
You could use calm emotions. That's pretty effective.
I'm going
Sometimes magic isn't the answer.
I'm not going to use magic to make someone forget their feelings.
No, that's not what I was
It's the
making a
calm
joke.
emotions.
It's fine. I'm joking.
No,
I use the. Never mind. No, you're my boss.
So my world blew up. That's super awkward.
What I was going to
Am I back in the room
explain.
now?
Yes.
Yeah, you can come
Yes.
in now.
Yeah,
Yes.
your world blew up. That's crazy. Like, what's that like?
The
Yes,
sovereignty.
yes, please tell us of your world. Let's talk about that now.
I agree.
The sovereignty attacked her world. The stars changed and went out, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it all went dark, and I woke up and I was here, but anything that would connect me to my home is gone.
Our stars are changing too.
That's why I wanted to help.
Do we want to continue this conversation in here or in your common room?
Common room.
Common room's good.
I know you have the sanctum up, but
It's okay.
and then
Could you hand me that one? I'm gonna move it upstairs. Keep it over there. Okay. And I'm gonna try and scuttle the spell.
keep it up as long as possible.
Yeah. I'll have Tassar hold one in its mouth as it flies.
I think
and I'm
that's
like,
how the spell
No.
works.
Yeah, I
You'll
don't
have to recast it.
I was hoping.
Yeah.
That would have been
Spells
hilarious, though, like trying to move a little, like, pavilion, that
Like
the
a little
pop-out
tent.
pavilions.
Yeah, through a crowded bar.
Yeah, watching you try and do this, Vajra says, I will cast Demiplane.
Thank you.
Oh, what's that?
Big spell.
We'll see.
Remember what we did just a couple lifetime ago for a bug?
Oh.
That.
Oh. I don't want to go back there.
Not there.
Okay.
All right, let's go. And as we're heading up the stairs, I'm gonna look over to V and kind of like ease her away from the rest of the group just briefly and be like, "Hey, Millie, you all right?"
Yeah, it's just so sad our planet's gone. Like, what an awful thing.
I'm really sorry. When all this is done, if you need like some time for like us to just hang out and be like cool friends, doing cool friend stuff, and just kind of get your mind off things, you know I'm here for you. I'm always here for you.
Yeah, I know. For once, I think it would be nice to actually, like, continue, going out, risking our lives, doing things like finding weird crystal puzzle pieces and almost dying. Like, that sounds better.
Okay. Well, let's get back up here and we'll go into the demi-plane and then we'll go look for crystal pieces or something.
Or whatever the heck that happened. That was super weird, right? That was weird. The weird sword thing.
It was weird.
It was a little weird.
Okay, let's go.
As y'all like turn to leave the booth from where y'all are talking, Meryl the bat is just clinging onto the furs of Vee, giving her a hug, like
wrapped around.
I want bat hugs.
bat hugs are freaking adorable,
They're
dude.
the best.
But yeah, we will head up there.
That's what Saesha says.
Yeah.
But Vajra lets you lead her upstairs, and while you go into the common room, begins to cast Demiplane.
I'm watching intently. I'm like kind of scribbling notes, but like really slyly. Like I might be just sitting at the desk, just kind of writing and being like leaning a little too far forward to watch the spell, but making it nonchalant.
Yeah, she uses the staff as her focus as she casts the Demiplane and begins to run it across the wood floors.
Ooh,
You can hear.
counterclockwise.
And begins etching runes and stuff into it that all kind of weave together, and then radiate up into a door that it looks just like a black void, but not scary black void, just kind of like an empty space.
A warm void.
Yeah, warm void.
A fuzzy void.
Nice black velvet.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Could you imagine? Just
And she
And she'll, if you want to follow me, and she'll take the first step as to make sure no one feels like it's a trap.
Yeah.
Khizervexx will follow right immediately.
Okay.
Yeah. Following.
Absolutely.
I'll keep the door open as my 4 familiars waddle in, and then I follow in behind them.
I thought they faded.
After an hour. How long has it been?
It's definitely.
It's been over an hour because there was an hour.
Oh yeah,
of
you have
to
ash.
eat the, and you also have to eat the thing for
The
an hour.
meal for
The
an
hero
hour.
for an hour.
Yeah.
In
so
order
they're
to gain
gone.
the benefits of it.
Oh, that's so scary then. Because when Meryl's hugging you, they just go poof and turn to ash.
Poor Vee.
Vee wonders what she did to cause this. But
As we walk in, Khizervexx just asks the Blackstaff, like,
Would we like a zone of truth? Zone of truth, everyone? No? We good? Alright.
I don't think we're going to be.
I'm not good at lying.
I don't think we're going to be pulling the truth from anyone. I want to identify the stone. And unless this object can lie to me through identify, then
I wouldn't be surprised. Keep your guard up the entire time you're dealing with it.
then I will cast it at 5th level.
Oh, shit.
so we have the stone with us?
Vajra would be like, is the stone in here?
I don't know. Where did I put it?
I reach into my pouch and pull out the stone.
Oh, there it is. Of course.
Okay.
So you guys all walk into the Demiplane, and what you guys see is a just pretty plain-looking room. It is a massive room, about 70 feet in diameter. Stone floor, stone walls that reach up another 70 feet, creating this cylinder of a room.
But yeah, it's same height as it is width.
Yep.
But cylinder. So
It's a dice tower.
yeah.
That.
But,
Yep, there we go.
There it is.
Wow, I love your vibe.
and you're as you're going and fishing around for the stone, she says, from what I can tell, the stone leeches information, exchange for information, as you have written.
And so far, we haven't found a way to see what information it takes in return.
Okay. I will cast Identify and place it on the ground if you wish.
Khizervexx will actually consult with the Blackstaff.
Okay.
Blackstaff, do you think true sight might be of assistance in this case?
It would not harm.
Indeed.
I don't know what this thing is capable beyond what Galanodel has.
I can grant you this ability if you see fit.
Use it on yourself.
I would like to cast protection from evil and good on you.
That's a good one.
I will take that.
Oh boy.
I will. I'll actually cast. I'll do both. Because True Sight is not concentration, so I'll cast protection from evil on myself and a True Sight.
Okay.
Perfect.
And
Or
just
True Seeing, I should say.
Yep.
really quick, my connection to the Scriveners.
Yes.
Let's make sure your name doesn't end up on that list. And she reaches out and like a skull forms between her fingers, and she crushes it as she casts Bless on herself, Vajra, and Khizervexx.
Got it. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me just write all this down real quick.
So, let's see.
You're lucky your Kira's not here. We
And
get
then
an enhance ability.
What?
Or
And
a
blessed?
death ward.
Bless. Or,
I don't think I have.
and a death ward.
Yeah.
What is that, concentration?
I don't think I
Bless
have
is,
that.
and so is this.
Mhm.
Okay.
is
I mean, how many
So,
times...
yes, I'm maintaining protection from evil, but True Sight does not require
Yeah,
concentration.
It lasts an hour, I believe. True Sight.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's cool.
Okay.
You see that my roots are naturally blonde. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
If you don't mind, can I hold on to it?
Sure.
If I need to sweep it out of the way real fast if it does something to you. I'd rather not be fumbling for it.
I mean, I believe in the notes it said that you have identified it before, but I'm just casting it at a higher level.
It seems to be getting a little easier to agitate as of recent when we start to probe, or if it feels like we're getting too close to figuring something out. It seems to get a little annoyed at
Where are you
Saesha.
getting that from?
Every time it hurts you.
That's just a consequence of it ripping the knowledge from my mind. It's always done that.
Never mind then.
Okay. And she will cast a 5th level Identify. And the stone leeches information in exchange for information, as you said. Good news. It cannot lie. The information it gives you.
Mm-hmm.
Bad news is you cannot hide the thoughts it seeks to copy from your mind in the process.
Mm-hmm.
It can also erase itself and its existence from your memory, as well as anything you have written about it that you created.
Mm-hmm.
I think this stone should be destroyed, and I know how.
What?
Looking at the stone.
Mm-hmm.
So, True Sight, I'll see through any illusions. I believe I'll also see anything polymorphed in its true form. And obviously it can't, sees through any other phantasmals.
It would see it as a stone.
Okay.
Yep. It is an item.
It was created 15,000 years ago by a sovereignty.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we know what sovereignty that is. It has 3 eyes. Aboleths have 3 eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, if it can erase anything that you've written about it.
That's why I had Venley copy my journals.
Yeah, shouldn't we try and get as much as we can out of it, copy it in as
It's
many
already
places
copied.
as we can?
It's already
We've
been
been
copied.
Okay.
doing it regularly every time. There's a significant uptick. I have 4 hours where I don't do anything, so I just do that.
Okay.
And
Do
rituals.
you suspect that any of the rest of you have suffered from this memory wiping ability? I could remove curse if it would help.
I was under its effect for a little bit, or Kira fixed me.
I've never touched it.
Oh, Kira, she does good work, I hear.
Oh, she's great.
Yes.
She's wonderful.
Yes.
She is a pleasure,
So you want to destroy it? How will we do
from what
that?
I've read.
And you.
I
And
agree,
you
we
know
should destroy
how.
it.
Yes.
How what's the plan
Destroy
there?
an artifact.
Usually this spell is to manipulate the emotions of someone. But if I cast antipathy on it, it would destroy the stone. And that is what I learned from casting it at 5th level.
Emily's like nodding when she says antithopy, and she's like,
Are there
antithopy.
Are there any consequences to doing that?
In destroying the stone, I would suggest you separate your mind from it.
Well,
I don't want to destroy you as well.
I think before we go destroying any stone, we should really consult Saesha on what she thinks, because I know you had some plans.
I don't want to destroy it.
This is a device devised by creatures that actively try to find ways to subjugate us to the old gods.
It's also providing me with an outstanding memory that served us very well in the past.
These aboleths' sole purpose is to spread their realm's influence and consume all in the vast void that sleeps between the spheres of our universes.
Saesha, I think we should destroy it.
The closer you get to solving all this, the further you will always be. Because it will pull the information you have from your mind and feed it to the sovereignty. We can't even hide it, or lock it away as a precaution of it falling to another's hands in years from now. It must be destroyed.
You're super smart, and you have a really good memory.
No, I don't. That's the whole point. I really don't.
But
you
is
write
it
everything
worth
down.
it? Is it worth
Yes.
it? It's not.
You could go and train with people to get your memory smarter. I don't know. Like, yeah. I don't know. I trust your judgment on these things, but if it's just the memory you're worried about losing, I think we can make do.
Is it more than that? Because right now it just feels like this is about your insecurity or something you're not telling us.
I mean, we've not had somebody walk in and just give us the answer to how to get rid of this damn thing.
I mean,
and here it is.
You've been attuned to it for a long time. I mean, is it possible that it feels like a friend to you, or that it belongs to you?
Absolutely not. We've had arguments.
Okay.
You can feel bound to something without thinking of it positively.
I'm not bound to it. It's simply that I don't feel useful without my mind.
Insight check.
Yeah.
I'll insight that as well.
Natural 1. Nope, I don't know you well enough.
Believer.
Yeah.
25 insight for Khizervexx.
She is absolutely telling the truth.
Saesha, I know this is disturbing. I have always found in such times that my faith can act as a shield, but I have said something wrong. What is it, my friend?
My faith is a little shaken right now.
I see.
Shaken's putting it politely.
I am sorry for it.
If you use it as a crutch forever, then you'll never be able to strengthen your own mind on your own.
We have faith in you. It's not the stone that's getting us this far. It's been you. You fought the stone on multiple occasions and won. That thing is powerful beyond belief, and you have pushed it out of your mind again and again. You don't need it. You've never needed that.
I think it's possible that it wants you to believe that you need it. Because otherwise, its life is in danger.
Vee, I know you often say you're not the smart one, but I think you undersell yourself.
It's fine, I have other things I'm good at.
I know, you are the smart one.
What do you think? What are we doing, Saesha?
I have been worried about this stone since we got it, and I just never said anything because it never really felt like my place or anything, and I don't really like that when you ask it questions and stuff that it like always hurts you, and it's like definitely not like a friend and whatever, and I just don't think it even belongs to us, period.
Saesha, I've never known you before like they have. And if destroying this might put you back to who they keep saying you are instead of this person you are now that isn't that great, to be honest, then destroy it. Because you are not what they tell me you are. And so if getting rid of something brings that back and can give you a little bit of freedom in your mind, do it.
This isn't at all responsible for the changes.
I don't think it's responsible, but I think the negative people that we can become are a summary of all the bad things that we keep letting happen to ourselves, and you have to chip those away bit by bit if you ever want to be yourself again.
Your value is not your memory. It never was. I mean, it's great that you can remember things better than I can because, I mean, I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning or even if I had it. God, did I have it? Doesn't matter.
Shrimp.
God, yes. Shrimp for morning and shrimp for lunch. I'm winning it. All I'm saying is you have to believe in yourself the way I believe in you. That stone is not your value.
You had value before the stone.
And if I'm going to be singing songs about you, it ain't going to be about that fucking stone.
You were the smartest person in this group before we even found that stone.
No, that was Venley.
Yeah, but you get the picture.
Well, you know what I mean. You were the one who, okay, smart is a relative term. What I mean is that you have always sought knowledge and you won't ever stop doing that. It's just a part of who you are. And I get that you have like different values, I guess, now. But the thing is like, how are you supposed to know what your true potential is if you keep like depending on evil eyeball rocks?
Saesha, it is possible that I might be able to assist. A greater restoration might help this injury your mind has suffered.
I think it's a mistake. But I take the consensus of the group.
It's ultimately still your decision.
Is it?
If it eases your mind, think of what we have learned, what Renaer and Elra brought from Neverember, or that he found out about the sovereignty or the stone and was trying to unite, at least if we're to believe, unite us against a threat that was coming here. Years before we found ourselves in a certain situation, and now we are one step behind the Elder Eye, constantly. I can't help but think that
I haven't
might
used
be
the stone in several 10-day.
I still can't help but think that might be a reason why.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
At
It would be
advantage.
at disadvantage, so you roll regular.
Oh.
17.
Saesha Valispard, I have gifted you knowledge and the capacity to retain it. Dark secrets that would break most minds. You are powerful. Even more so with me. I will continue to aid you in your pursuit of knowledge and give you all that you seek. With my knowledge, I can help reunite you with your mother.
You passed.
She already told me how to reunite. And I unattune.
Do we hear her like talk to the rock?
She says that out loud.
Okay.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. This time with advantage.
Can I grant resistance that'll give a bonus to the saving throw?
Explain.
Is it a D4?
It is basically I can if Saesha consents, I can add 1d4 to a saving throw.
Oh, neat.
Okay.
There you go. You want? I'll let you roll that d4.
Okay. Okay, that's wisdom saving throw. I believe. Yep. 30.
Oh, what was that, Goldar? Did you say?
You still take 9 points of psychic damage
that cannot be healed.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Until you finish a long rest.
Yep.
Hey, next
It's the
time,
same as...
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
Next time, don't say it at the same time. That was scary.
Cannot be healed.
But you do retain all of the knowledge you have gained from the stone. It does not erase from your memory. Sick.
Do I have to give my game fidget stone back?
Yeah, you gotta give it to Vajra.
We're gonna break it with a hammer right now.
We'll make you a new
You can
fidget.
see where I've rubbed the ink off it.
That's
make you a
why we have the
non-evil
map
fidget.
cam.
Now, question: Is Saesha's inability to remember things or this damage to her mnemonic capacity, was this an actual injury or?
So out of play, because you've learned this.
Yeah.
While attuned to the stone, your minds are one, especially when you're touching it.
Right.
So unattuning it is basically like sundering the worlds apart.
Gotcha.
So that's what this pain is from.
Got it.
But with that sundering, it did not pull the knowledge with it.
Okay, so there's nothing like a greater restoration or anything would do.
No.
Okay.
And you lose the keen mind feat.
Oh,
That's the real pain.
that's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
We're gonna struggle for the next 2 episodes, I think. Rough guess.
But
Vajra has you put it on the ground, does not touch it. And you watch as she creates a circle of vinegar infused with alum powder as she mage hand submerges the stone in a stone bowl filled with the same acidic compound, connects the circle to an arcane enchantment weave as she casts Antipathy at 9th level.
Oh, damn.
And as it begins, you watch as the stone begins to bubble and dissolve away.
I'm going to make, because of something she has, called the Master of Enchantment ability. Actually, I want somebody else to roll it.
To roll what?
Roll a d20.
What am I doing?
Just roll a d20.
No, not you.
Didn't feel right.
It was a Voss die, and I can't use a Voss die for magic.
Add 10 to whatever you roll.
23.
Okay. She does not spend a spell slot to cast this spell. So she retains a 9th level spell slot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not fighting her.
I would like one of what she's having.
You got to become the Blackstaff.
I'm working on it.
She's my hero.
But as it dissolves, you watch as the bowl erupts into a geyser of water that begins to fill this space faster than it should.
Oh shit.
As you see bulbous mass of gray flesh begin to pull itself from the bowl.
Watch for abs. It's the aboleth.
I draw my weapon.
Yep, you see fins and tendrils begin to rise up out of the water, and you see Vajra looks confused and concerned as this is a surprise for her, even with the identify. And because of the magic used on the stone, it actually says it cannot be seen as anything more than an object until it is destroyed. And your true sight, as it was being destroyed, you see this aboleth form. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Oh my.
I was looking at the clock. I was like, they're about to do it.
Yeah.
thank you all so much for joining us for the first half. If you have not done so, please enter hashtag Eldritch as we're giving away a $50 gift card to Eldritch Foundry. And we'll be back in just a bit.
Vee broke up with Renaer.
And we're back.
So the BFGs had a wonderful party at their tavern with Vajra and many of her friends and friends of the BFGs themselves, also accompanied by Khizervexx. As Mark Meer has joined us at the table. They shared stories about their adventures and shared jokes about D's nuts. And
Khizervexx was scandalized. Let me
and then Renaer and Vee had a very awkward moment as one said I love you and one said I think we should break up.
That's horrifying.
So awkward. It's so awkward. Yep. And then they learned things about what Dagult Neverember tried to remember, but as most of his memory was erased from the Stone of Golor from when he had it.
Sissy.
As then they started discussing the Stone of Golor, which they now are in a demi-plane within their common room created by Vajra Safar, as she has casted Antipathy to destroy it after identifying that that is what it needed to be happened. But it erupted into a geyser of water, revealing that the stone itself actually was Golor, an aboleth from the Abolithic Society, and you are all now underwater. Khizervexx, there was a couple of things that I want to note with your true sight. One, again, you didn't see that it was an aboleth before the object was destroyed. Karina's aura is completely different than everyone else's. Just not fiendish, not celestial, not fey.
But I do know that she comes from essentially an alternate prime material plane, right?
She said you can make that distinction now.
Sure.
Yes. Yeah, she did not...
She said another world, essentially.
Yeah, and can easily make that deduction. Also, there's a faint aura around Vinley that looks a little bit kind of like the Aboleth's aura, in the sense that she is touched by the far realm.
Okay.
Get that away from me. Take it off. I don't like you.
Interesting. Okay. This is an aboleth. It's clearly an aboleth.
Clearly
I'm looking at it with true sight, and is an aboleth.
I would also say that Saesha's form looks very misty.
Okay.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
When the first tentacle appeared, could I have gotten off Vow of Enmity on it?
No, it was instantaneous.
Okay.
We were just describing it.
Okay, got it.
And this gusher of water has actually pushed you all back from where the stone was.
Okay.
And so you're basically being tumbled back in water and stuff like that.
Got it.
And it's not like a small faucet. It's literally like the room filled up in 6 seconds.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Yeah. Like a waterfall exploded. I don't know.
There was a
It
leak.
was as if not only was the aboleth in this stone, but the ocean itself.
Oh, wow, cool.
And so when
okay.
it broke, it was literally like boom.
Yeah, okay, got it.
This is bad.
But
This is really bad. We haven't long rested from our last fight.
I have.
V's good.
V's good. Khizervexx is good.
You do have those bonus hit points.
Yeah.
From
I lost 9 too, so.
It's okay, Saesha. I can lay on hands for 5 total.
We got this.
Yeah.
All is good.
So
I actually haven't used any. I've used 2
first
spells.
things first, everybody
So
roll
many.
initiative.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's a thing.
that is a thing.
Nice.
Oh, thank God.
Sorry.
no good.
Okay.
Saesha, what'd you get?
16.
Ooh, roll
I
pretty
know.
good. Harold,
19.
Vinley,
A not so scholarly 7.
almost
It's
scholarly.
a GED 7.
Vee, what'd you get?
So I got a 19, but I giggled because I have advantage when I roll initiative, and I used my yeet die, and it landed on fuck.
Nice. Khizervexx.
Also a 7.
Went to the same school.
Oh yeah.
Clearly.
Hey.
Karina.
Colleagues.
22.
Ooh.
All right. Let's
oh,
roll.
Oh, we are both
Vajra.
Foursquare members.
We are. Yeah.
We're both equally unmotivated to do anything.
Well,
right
you
now.
know, we've been on the job a while.
Yeah, we're tired. We need a break.
Give us more benefits. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm doing double duty for Order of the Gauntlet, so yeah.
Same with the Parish of Lions Bane. How you been, Khizervexx?
Just started their turn.
Yeah, we'll be having a chat
Right now. Okay.
while
Now
everyone
that
else
you've gotten
does
that out of the way, I need everybody to make a sanity save.
Oh,
throw.
Oh, I don't
That's
like
a wisdom
that.
saving
But-
throw with advantage, correct?
It is with advantage because
But it's not a wisdom
It's not
saving.
wisdom. It is wisdom intelligence
Divided
by 2.
It's okay, it means nothing for me.
But you get advantage because you get a plus
Natural
1.
20.
Oh.
Plus divide by 2.
For
So
total
hold
21.
on. Wisdom and intelligence,
Okay.
add and then divide by
to
2.
make it 0 except for 0.
If it's an
What
uneven
did,
number, do we
Why
take
did
the
I
higher
roll-
number or the lower number?
Oh, it is advantage.
Wow.
And
The lower number.
who is blessed?
Vajra,
Khizervexx.
Khizervexx,
And
and
you.
me.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
don't
your
forget
best
to roll a
friend.
d4 with that.
My brain is not working.
Unless you
And
are.
don't forget, Vajra has protection.
You need help?
I'm
So we also add our. We'll let Finley roll. You cast the blast, right?
You have a d4 with your rolls. You can roll it.
Oh,
It's with
okay.
every. It's with every.
So I'll
saving.
roll it, or Finley will roll it.
Each
Finley
of you
also has the
individually roll.
bless.
I see what you're
Yep.
saying. Okay, all right then.
So yeah, because it'll be every saving throw, every attack roll.
Okay.
So
Khizervexx.
With the bless, that is 24 total.
Okay.
22.
Okay. V.
18.
Okay. Harold, I heard that.
natural 20. Karina.
15.
Okay.
21.
All right.
We said we've been
Vajra,
living with
on
you,
the
buddy.
other hand,
What?
Wait, what did
No.
you say?
Vajra, on the other hand.
you watch as.
Her intellect is good, but her wisdom's not. So.
And even with advantage, not roll very well. Even with a bless. Actually, there was a lot of ones in
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
roll.
You gotta.
But yeah,
Everybody else
passed.
passed.
Yep. But Vajra's never seen anything like this.
We've seen some shit.
Yeah, I mean, Vajra's read about some stuff and has seen some pretty. But most of it's been mainly undead, but Far Realm is very rare.
Actually, I think Khizervexx has seen Far Realm
He
stuff
has.
with you.
Yeah.
With you, yeah.
Out of curiosity, if I hadn't broken up with Renaer, would he be here to help us?
Damn.
Sorry, guys.
Wow.
That's funny.
Okay.
So I gotta take one for the team. I
Or
guess.
Elra. You know.
Yep.
Or Mert.
No, Mert was
I
on
know.
there.
Sorry, I couldn't
Roll
swallow those
a
feelings for you.
D100 for Vajra.
But
Wow.
with a 23,
No.
this figure swims in this water as if its natural habitat. You can see that it moves effortlessly here. And the first thing it does...
I don't
Is
like those
roll
words.
over and die.
You see this, like, bulbous head with this massive maw as the tendrils and tentacles move about it, almost like a squid abomination type creature, and its maw is like that of a suckerfish, where it's just rows and rows of teeth.
Lamprey.
Lamprey, thank you. And it just vomits out this mass of mucus that begins to take shape
No.
and forms into an almost humanoid-like
Okay.
aboleth.
I'm gonna kill that thing so hard.
What the hell is even that?
And
It's not...
Your
And
axe is going to
bonus
rock in
action.
this fight.
I hope so.
That's an aboleth. It's a
it will
hormone
target
animal.
Saesha first.
Okay, got it.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saesha, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
An advantage.
With advantage, yeah.
That is a plus 10, 23.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank Bahamut for the matzo sticks.
I keep thinking you're saying matzah.
Yeah, and you that telepathic link.
The Jewish
still
side's
there.
like, yes,
As
filling.
you feel it still in your mind, as it Saesha Velaspot, you're still mine. And you feel it try to take over. You feel yourself for but a moment lose control over everything. But there is this platinum spark that you catch out of the corner of your eye as you see Khizervexx's shield glowing almost in this murky depths as it breaks hold of that, and you are unaffected as it tried to use ability on you.
I turn to Khizervexx. Really glad you're here.
Khizervexx seems to know what you're saying.
Good insight.
Good insight. I'll make the insight.
Vee does not. She's just like, why is
He's
she
not sure
drowning?
what
She's
you're
drowning. Yeah.
So-
Make a performance roll.
Just so everybody knows, you can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your Constitution modifier.
Okay.
So I'm good.
We gotta kill this thing fast.
I'm good.
Yep.
got 5
but
minutes.
when you run out of breath,
Little two.
then you are drowning and you can survive for a number of rounds equal to your Constitution modifier. So,
Wait, is it a number of minutes?
you can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your
Okay,
con
cool.
mod.
Then 2 minutes. I've got 2 minutes here.
And then once you run out of that breath, then you have rounds
Got it.
to
Cool.
until you fall unconscious, and then
Then you die.
and then
And
you're
it's 10 rounds per minute, right?
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
4
Yeah.
rounds.
We should be fine.
Karina.
Yeah, and everybody's speed is half, by the way. It's basically moving through difficult terrain as you're
Sure.
trying to swim. Karina is.
It was like a minute.
6 seconds.
Oh.
It moved. It swam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
You wanted to go up. I have.
No. I see. Go up. Yeah.
I have fought underwater before. Do I think fireballs and shit work underwater?
You've never used fireball underwater.
That's fair.
As that happened, it's here, and it is 70 feet high. Just like not it, but like the ceiling is 70 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it swims 30 feet up, and is up there now.
I'm so
And
scared right now.
that brings us at the end of its turn to Karina.
Okay. Immediately popping starry form archer.
Okay.
It's 30 feet up. Well, good, because my range is 60 feet.
All right.
So,
You are firing at disadvantage.
what makes it disadvantage again?
You're underwater.
But it's magic.
Still a projectile. Still a projectile.
Magic.
If it was a spell, it'd be different. But this is still considered a projectile. Am I right?
I'm double checking, actually.
So we for sure want to kill this, not just get it to go
You make a
away.
ranged spell attack,
If we can.
hurling a luminous arrow.
Okay, so it's a spell attack.
Okay.
Right?
Kill it.
Roll normal.
All right, so
Still bound to
let
my
me first
wrong. I
check
told
if
you
there's
that.
any. I'll try guiding bolt as my action because my starry form thing is a bonus action.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll roll on here. I don't
Yeah.
trust these
Still
right now.
using the bow as you take the shape, but you just pull a guiding bolt into it as you let
Yeah.
go.
So that's gonna be 12. I know that doesn't do anything.
You watch as it speeds past it and just
Yeah.
goes wide. As you like undershot and it kind of goes up and then arcs down and
Okay.
it just dissolves in the water.
All right. So gonna try my starry form archer. Mother 17.
17 to hit.
Yeah.
17 hits.
Oh my god! Thank God.
All right.
Well, you're making an attack with your starry form? Oh, that's right, because it's on the round that you... That's right, I remember. You transform as a bonus action, and a part of that transformation, you can make an attack roll. That's right, yep, I remember.
So that's just going to be 11 points radiant damage.
And then it has a big glowy target on it now, correct?
No, that was the starry form.
No, starry form, I now radiate 10 feet of light.
Yeah, but you did guiding bolt.
No, that missed.
Oh.
Yeah, guiding bolt missed, sorry. But there's also 10 feet of light around me if this area is dark.
No, the demi-plane would have been illuminated in light. So,
okay.
Because Vajra's not going to be like, let's hang out in darkness.
Harold.
Well, I didn't know if it going up.
I'm going to, first of all, bonus action, Hexblade's Curse it. Then, as an action, I haven't cast this in a while. We're going to cast Phantasmal Force on it. It needs to make an intelligence save. It's very smart.
Yep. Okay.
It's probably
if this
the
works,
strongest stat.
But if this works,
that is 26.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Cool. That's me. I'll.
What were you trying to do to its mind? Synaptic static?
No, I was using Phantasmal Force.
Phantasmal Force. Okay.
And then I will move away from it.
In your mind.
No.
No, I know. Okay.
Yeah. That's fine. It goes and can feel you entering its mind, trying to change what it sees. And in your head, you hear,
Harold Hamilton. Your desires have changed much since the last time I was connected to you. Fascinating.
Cool. Glad you're learning a whole bunch of shit before you die, is what I think. And I'm going to move away from it.
Okay, where are you moving?
Far away from it. Like, I'm on that side. I'm just away.
You were moving at half speed because you're underwater?
Cool.
All right, V.
Alright, well, sure as heck can't reach that guy, so I'm going to go for his little wacky lamprey crate. Which I'm pretty confident I can get there.
10 feet, you swim over to it.
Okay, and out of curiosity, I forgot, how much extra damage does my axe do against aberrations?
An additional D12.
Additional D12?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, first let's just see if I hit it. So I'll be hitting recklessly, so I'll just roll regularly. Because it's a melee weapon.
Correct.
I'm going to use big die for big decisions.
Big decisions.
Big die for big decisions.
It's been a rough day.
It has been. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Roll that beautiful beam damage.
Oh, crap. I meant to say I'm raging. I am raging. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
I meant to say that.
Yeah.
It's just such a habit. Oh my god, my fingers are too long. There you go.
They look great, though.
Oh, thank you.
As you go to swing, you just... as these bubbles form out, but they're red. And then as they pop, they turn into your ethereal
grandmother,
ancestors.
grandfather.
They're all like, what's happening? So that's 18 points of damage. And then let's see if I hit again. 13.
13 misses. Yeah, you come in with Kin's Edge and just bring it. And Khizervexx, you now see that the axe that V carried has now almost taken on a new hue as the blade itself appears to be made of crystallized blood that pulses red energy. And as it carves into this creature, you see that it actually burns out and sends red veins up the side as it burns even more into this aberration, almost as if it was made to fight aberrations. As it just carves into it, you see this black milky ink just kind of pour out into the water that just begins to make it even murkier around it as it just like kind of staggers back a bit in the water, which makes your second swing slowed down from being underwater as it just kind of goes wide, just barely missing it.
It's pretty metal.
And in your head, you hear it scream out in a language that you do not understand but have heard before, as it's speaking deep speech into your mind.
I hate that.
And you can feel your brain just kind of like It feels like it's pulsing, trying to comprehend what is being said.
All right, that is the Saesha.
So this thing is swimming up above us.
It is.
Yep.
Interact with an object. I clip my armor.
All right.
Oh, that's so scary.
And can I swim up towards it?
You can, but you're at half movement.
Right. Okay. So
You would have to bonus action.
now here's a question: could I bonus action pop wings and fly towards it at normal speed?
Nope. Because you are still swimming underwater.
Okay. I was just
Yeah.
wondering, like flippers, basically.
It doesn't give you. It's still swimming unless you have a swim speed. Mechanically, it's half.
Got it. Okay.
Very cool visual.
Yeah.
But
In that case, I'm going to swim towards it, and I am going to cast Hunter's Mark on it. Or actually, no, I don't cast Hunter's Mark. I swear a vow of enmity.
Okay. So you move 20 feet up towards it?
Yes. No,
Or
not
15.
20. 15.
15 feet. Sorry.
just so you know, this is 20. So
Okay, so I've got 5 more.
Yeah.
And that's action, bonus action,
What's your action?
movement.
Oh, you're double moving? So you're
Yeah.
moving 30?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
And I want to try to get like towards its back if possible.
So you can get roughly about here with it. I'll pull her off. And you popped your wing? Oh, no, you didn't. You vowed it.
No.
If you are also moving at a diagonal, then we'll say that you go 20 feet up and then
Yeah.
10 feet forward.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you'd
there
be,
you
Okay,
go. You'll
cool.
be right.
That works
Just
for me.
under it.
Okay.
All right. That is Saesha. It is now the spawn's turn. It is going to attack V, because V attacked it.
That's fair.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Fair point.
I don't blame it.
You see that it has 4 attacks.
Oh,
What?
okay,
You
I
see
blame
that,
it
that's
now.
It has 4 attacks.
Yeah.
First one hits.
Well,
It's one with
I
that.
got
2
2.
with that. That hits.
That's going to be a miss on the last one, so do the second of that.
Well, yeah, and that would be at disadvantage anyway, because it's a ranged attack.
Got it. Yeah, super misses.
Yeah. 14.
14 does not hit.
Okay.
I got the first one.
I got the second one. You see, it's like as it goes, it pulls out, and the water almost solidifies in that black, milky murkiness solidifies into a spear that it stabs into you as another of its tentacles go up and wrap kind of around your face, and you can feel the suckers like almost leach in, and you feel it begin to pull on your mind.
Oh, I don't like that, but I also did not see that coming.
You take 8 points of piercing damage from the spear.
Halved to 4.
4 points.
Okay, I
And
thought maybe that was...
7 psychic damage.
So it was 14 halved to 7.
No, the first one was
So the first one was
Piercing, so it's 4.
4.
Yep.
Second, you said 7.
7 psychic.
Psychic.
Is 7 already...
No. Do you
Okay.
have resistance to
Oh,
psychic?
I don't have resistance to psychic. I'm sorry.
That's
My
okay.
brain. I'm just so used to having resistance to everything.
It's okay.
You are currently
You good.
grappled.
Yep, and then the tentacle remains wrapped around you, so your speed is 0.
Well, I don't want to be grappled.
Alright.
He's dumb. Someone hit him.
Its turn. It is now Khizervexx's turn.
Okay. Khizervexx has a pretty decent constitution, but, why take chances? So, as potions can be used as a bonus action
That is
at
correct.
this table, right? So, Khizervexx reaches down and grabs this sort of gourd off the side of his belt, one of them, pops it into his mouth, and you see his sort of tongue lashes out and wraps around it. You can see the acid in his tongue already starting to eat through it as he closes down and bites down on the potion of water breathing.
Amazing.
Nice.
And I believe
Bless you.
this ring that you wear on your finger is pulsating.
That's right, because it is a ring of swimming. So I'm actually faster in water than I am out of it.
When did this happen?
I
gave it to him.
You gave it to me.
Yeah,
You guys.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I don't remember
So-
where you got it from, but I remember giving it to you.
So I won't do my movement yet. I'm gonna go guiding bolt on firing up at the aboleth.
Yep. Looking over, kind of seeing this starry constellation-made dwarf with this bow made of stars, kind of pull back and shoot one similar as you.
And I'm gonna upcast it.
All right.
Finley, you're
That is.
Does the bless also apply to this?
It does.
Okay, so that is a 16 plus 3. That's a 19, and then add my actual spell attack bonus.
Oh, that's
27 to hit.
27 hits.
Okay.
And you're going for the aboleth?
I am going for the aboleth, and I'm just going to roll the dice wild here.
We're just going to put a rainbow on him. Happy Pride!
We will go with... There we go. So that is 27 points of radiant damage total.
Nice.
And, of course, the next attack on it has advantage.
It does.
It's filthy.
I'm going to use... I've got 40 feet of movement. How far away is the Blackstaff, Vajra?
Vajra from you is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet.
Okay, so I'm going to, barrel towards her swimming. I'm basically just trying to scoop her up, because she's, what's her state?
So, as you're all trying to focus on everything what's happening, you're the first one to look over at Vajra and see that she's convulsing, and it's hard to tell exactly. What's your passive insight?
Passive insight is 18.
18, okay. It looks like she's going through a myriad of emotions of just hysteria, she's laughing, she's crying, she's screaming, and you see her just sucking in water.
Okay. Now, I'm a medical man by trade. I'm a healer and a cleric. Do I think... Obviously, I can't do it this round, but do I think perhaps a restoration or even greater restoration might be able to restore her?
It's possible. I mean, you're great. You know from experience that greater restoration is if it doesn't fix it, then the next step is a wish spell.
Is a wish spell. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what I'm setting myself up for, and I'm gonna try. So I've still got 15 feet of movement yet. Can I essentially just sort of scoop her out of the range of this dude?
You'll be able to move 5 more feet away.
Okay.
You will provoke an attack of opportunity, but she will not, as she is being forcefully moved, but you
Let's
will
go.
willingly move away.
Yeah, I'll take that, and then use, sort of using my shield to shield her. 'Cause that's what shields are for.
That's right. I don't have his...
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
It misses, and
Yep.
it was good. Because yours is 23.
I got an armor class of 23.
Yeah.
Well, one carries the scale of Bahamut.
And
It's a protective item.
speaking of the scale, it goes to wrap one of its tendrils around you to grapple you as well as it just... You move the shield, and the scale itself seems to cut through it enough so it pulls back the tendril. Does not do any damage, but...
Cool. And just for future reference, I know that attack missed anyway, but yes, he is an aberration, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He is at disadvantage.
Oh, that's right. You have protection of evil.
He's
and
at
goodness.
disadvantage
Yep.
on all attacks
That's
from
right.
me.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, she's not... Vajra is not actually charmed by it or anything. She just failed a sanity check. Right?
Correct.
So,
Correct.
Yeah, so casting protection from evil on her probably...
Already has it from Saesha.
That's right. Okay,
Yep.
great. Then, all right, greater
At
restoration
the end
coming up.
of your turn,
No.
the aboleth is going to use a legendary action and is going to make a tail swipe at you, Saesha.
Okay.
I can't help anybody because they can't hear me.
That is a 19, which
It's going to
That will
hit.
Is that
armor's
my
just
armor?
Do really high pitch. So.
that is going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage
Got
as
it.
the tail whips down and just stabs into your shoulder as you kind of pushes you down a little bit more as you're just trying to swim up to it.
Just for flavor, when it hits me, she tries to grab onto it, and
it knocks her back, but by grabbing onto it, she's only able to cling to it long enough to go back to where she was.
Got it. Love it. Vinley.
Okay, so as Khizervexx swims over, grabs Vajra, and like knocks off that tentacle trying to grab him, Vinley pushes past him and holds out her ring of Jergal and just shoots out a rocket skull as she casts Guiding Bolt at 2nd level at the spawn who's trying to hit her fellow Force Grey member and, you know, her boss.
Yeah, love it.
Oh, I'm so sorry, V. That's a 1, but total, it's like a 14.
14, how does it fail? Because you rolled a natural 1.
I think it would make sense if the creature, the spawn of this aboleth, consumes the spell.
Okay.
It hits it, but it opens its weird mouth thing and just completely
Go ahead and roll your damage for that spell.
Oh.
So it's gonna heal it. Name it.
It might just hit you.
That
It might just hit
That
me.
too.
Well, I'm raging. I'll take half. Oh, it's magic damage too.
Raging like a Cajun over here.
I don't know.
3, 4.
We're underwater in the bayou.
This was gonna be a good one.
It was.
This was gonna be a good one.
Ooh, yeah.
So that's 10, 16, 20.
20. V, you take 20 points of radiant damage as because you're grappled by it and its tentacles, it just moves right behind you as it slams into you, and you're now glowing. And the next attack against you has advantage.
Hey, I hope you know.
Well,
that
next time I
wasn't
guess
my
he was
intention.
already gonna have advantage, but
It's true.
He's getting a lot of rings too.
Yep.
happy pride.
It is now Vajra's turn. Vajra
Continues
drowns.
to continues to drown.
Yep. Continues to drown as is incapacitated, laughing and
Actively, basically sucking in water into her lungs.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh boy.
This is
Let's
awesome.
not kill the black staff today.
You can concentrate. I
You
think you
can-
see that Khizervexx is there and hopefully has it in hand. So
Yeah.
Saesha, if we
concentrate on our
did though,
flows.
Voss would be like, "Oh shit, hell yeah, guys!"
Really, you couldn't have done that while I was around?
I've been like, "God, I'm proud of y'all."
At the end of Vajra's turn, it will take another legendary action and hit you with its tail again,
Oh,
Saesha. It hits.
Okay.
You
Es
take
muy malo.
you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Got it.
Okay. Now it is its turn. Gets its legendary actions back.
See if it gets this back.
Yep, see if it gets that back.
It does not.
Sad.
Oh darn.
I might
Alright,
say that way. Say, let's see if I get to do a cool thing.
let's,
Don't get to do a cool thing.
It is going to attack you with its tentacles.
Okay.
We'll make 2 attacks against you. Both of them hit.
Okay.
Glub glub. I can't cutting words. I would if I could.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, I can't. Bardic Inspiration. I can't cutting words. Verbal components still work, right?
Verbal components still work.
Okay.
Yeah.
But nothing can hear me.
Yeah, not in the
Oh, we should
capacity.
have done the frickin' telepathy thing, because then we'd be able to hear him. We need to do that every day from now on.
You know, well, if we do that for a year, we're gonna get real close, real fast.
Okay.
Not okay.
What's the telepathy thing?
It's
Like
group
group
chat.
Telepathic bond.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Yes.
It's group chat.
What did you
that
do?
we
Did
don't
you
have much
crit me?
control over.
Nope.
Oh.
You take
Oh.
7 points of bludgeoning damage and 1 psychic damage. I rolled 3 ones.
Womp womp.
Hey, it happened to Vajra. It can happen to
That
Aboleth.
was the first attack. You got 2 attacks against
We
you.
both got nervous around each other. They
That's
were like,
slightly
"Oh,
better.
sorry."
12 points of bludgeoning damage and 4 points of psychic damage.
Saesha is bloodied.
Okay. That's its turn. It's
Okay,
Yep.
got it.
Yep. Yep.
I will say that because you're so close, the water around you is getting... There's a memory that unlocks in your brain as you were in the far realm and you had a vision of being
monolith
underwater. And the water around you became thicker.
Like jelly.
Okay.
And it's starting to feel like that the closer you get to this creature.
Got it. Okay.
Yep. Karina.
Okay. We'll see how this goes. I am going to take out my gold-plated library card from the Great Library in her home that was run by a dragon, as it was its hoard. And I'm going to crush it as I summon Draconic Spirit. And
Oh my
a
God.
constellation of a dragon appears and then begins to form material as it joins Karina. And I'm going to choose its type as Sapphire. So that it's
Khizervexx
blue like
over
the
there.
night.
Get its girlfriend.
Where do you summon it?
I'm going to summon it. Let's see. How far up is the aboleth?
30 feet.
I'm going to summon it on its backside.
No, don't do that.
On its backside.
Right
I thought you were
there.
going to say on its back.
No, like not the. Well, I guess yeah. The squares are fine.
Khizervexx did that once to a dragon.
Got it. Like
You
this is
guys
good.
said something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a sapphire dragon made of stars.
I have that mini sitting at home. And I literally looked at it and was like, we need to bring this.
That was it.
And I get
time.
to share a resistance with her, and I'm choosing psychic.
Nice.
Because that touch at the beginning just nope. So real quick, bonus action for me because it gets its own thing. My bonus action, I'm just gonna go ahead and starry form shoot him. Shoot him. Never mind. That's a 12.
Oh,
Golden miss.
So let me go down to his sheet, her sheet, because it's the librarian. Okay, she is going to take her multi-attack. That's going to be 3 rends.
Okay, the first, this is considered a melee attack?
Let's see. It doesn't say. Oh wait, melee weapon attack, yes.
Okay, has a hit it. So roll the hit.
But it's with advantage because there is a guiding bolt
Yep.
glowing aura on it.
Fantastic.
Oh, did you make your attack with advantage? Because her attack would have gone first.
But it has to be melee. Yours was ranged, was it not?
Yeah, mine was ranged.
It's
It was
not
spell.
melee.
Okay.
It is the
Oh.
next attack against it has advantage. So go ahead and just
Okay.
roll another d20 to see if you're.
Oh,
So that would have been 16 plus.
25, right?
Yeah, 25.
25 would hit. So go.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
your starry form attack would have the advantage. So do
Okay.
that damage.
All right. So that's
Wow,
going to be
good roll.
14 radiant.
Got it. Now you can do the dragon's attacks
Okay.
at regular.
All right. All right. So let's do.
Yep. Roll it one at a time.
Yeah.
Harold, you're up next.
yep. I know what I'm doing.
So first rend is 16.
16 misses.
I think. Yeah. Let's see.
That hits.
That one's gonna hit 24.
I need a strength saving throw from it.
no.
How do I do saving throw?
D20 plus the. It's going to be +4, whatever. You
Okay. 15.
That thing's strong.
You see this constellation of a dragon just moving through as it just slams into it. You can roll your rend damage, but as it does, the water around it is so thick, it is having trouble maneuvering. And it is considered restrained now.
Okay.
So all of its attacks moving forward are at disadvantage.
Okay, that's fine. So that's going to be 13 points of necrotic damage. Let's call
Nice.
it that. So I'll do the next 2 rends, and those are disadvantage.
Correct.
So that's going to be Math, 14.
14, that was it because your first one missed, your second one hit, and then this would be your last rend.
Yeah.
You had 3 rends, right?
Yeah, I have 3 rends, and then I have a breath weapon. I can do all 4.
Star form's broke.
This is
way broke. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Draconic Spirit. I had to make a lot of choices on this, so I have lost my only 6th level spell slot. So
that's fair.
So that was my
second
one. So third. Natural 1. So now breath weapon. Would breath weapon also be a disadvantage?
No,
because it's not
dexterity
physical.
saving throw.
Yeah. So
They
make
need to roll.
that dex save.
Okay, it's real dexterous.
20.
Pass.
Oh,
so
sorry. No, I was looking at the other one. 14.
Fail. So that's gonna be
weird.
Hey, double 8s or double 4s. So that's gonna be 8 points of necrotic.
Okay.
And since I've done necrotic twice now, do I notice it doing any? Is it looking like it works?
It works. It does not seem like it does any less or
Okay.
any more damage.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you just unload as you literally like almost open up a astral gate in front of you as this constellation dragon comes through. As you just arc your comet bow, the arrow arcs, slamming into it because of the golden light from the guiding bolt. And as it kind of staggers back a bit, your dragon hits it for the first time, carving into it, but getting kind of stuck and can't quite get through. Frustrating, it just rears back and lets out this burst of almost like galaxies coming out of its mouth as it just unleashes a breath weapon onto this aboleth, onto Golor, as it just rears back, and all of you in your heads here.
Before we go, Saesha, you've been attacked 4 times?
Yes.
Can you make 4 concentration checks?
Oh,
for me?
yeah.
Sorry about that. They're pretty low DCs.
That's a 12, a 16, a 19, and a 17.
Okay, you're good.
Yep.
Protection is still on Vajra.
Yep.
Cool. Alright, just one last thing I gotta check. I'm going to start my turn by moving towards Saesha.
Swimming up?
I just need to get her within 60 feet. I'm not getting much closer than that.
Yeah, it's about 60 feet.
Cool, perfect. I'm going to start my turn by swinging Eldritch Blast at that thing, which is a spell even though it's my knife. So to represent the fact that it's not slowed like throwing a knife, he holds the knife forward and he lets it go, and it turns into a giant water bug on the way up. And the proboscis comes out, and it's serrated on either side. It just starts jabbing at it.
That's horrifying.
Dope.
Giant water bugs are awful. Don't ever get bit by one, folks. It's real bad.
Yeah. Isn't a water bug a roach?
No, I don't think so.
It's a water bug.
It's a beetle.
Oh, no, it's a palmetto bug.
Yeah, palmetto bugs are roaches.
Okay, so that's going to be 26 to hit on the first one. Should I just keep rolling?
Hits. Yeah.
Okay. One of them's a natural 1, so that one's going to miss, but the other one's going to probably hit 2. It's 23.
23 hits.
Okay, so I will roll the damage. The first one will be... Oh, fuck yeah. 19 points of damage. The second one will be 15 points of damage. I will use my bonus action to, at 4th level, cast Healing Word on Saesha.
Thank you very much.
I think it still works. I can't say anything, obviously, but it does have a verbal component. I still think it works.
The verbal component will work for spells. It's if someone has to hear you.
Right, yeah, so my
that's
bardic...
where it
Yeah,
gets-
okay, so
yeah.
they don't have to hear this. You'll get 15 health back.
Nice, thank you.
Yep. And as I cast it, I look up at the creature and just go... and
Two birds.
the bug flies back into my hand and forms back into the knife.
Okay. Does your starry dragon have hit points?
Yes.
Okay.
It also has armor.
Got it. Harold, what was the explosion damage on one of your daggers?
Oh shit.
It's your charisma, is it not?
Yeah, it's +5.
So, because he rolled a 1, take 5 points away from your dragon.
Would the dragon's AC not count in that situation?
Mm.
No,
because he hasn't.
One.
Sure, go ahead and roll another d20 to see if it would hit the dragon's AC.
Oh, it might not actually. Does a 12 hit it?
No.
No. Okay. Then yeah, it explodes right next to it.
He's like.
However,
and he turns around and goes.
It is going to use a legendary action to tail swipe your dragon.
Yeah, go for it.
That
so
is
rude.
a 27 to hit.
Well, clearly.
The sass.
It is going to take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's fine.
Okay. V, it's your turn.
Alright, so
You're
this...
grappled, you cannot move, but you still have all of your attacks, no other detriments.
I can still attack?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good to know. Alright, maybe I'll just get it, kill it, hit it enough that'll let me go.
You are slightly glowing. It's like ethereal blue pulse coming from the center mass.
That's alright. Well, I'm gonna hit it. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm gonna hit it recklessly, so I have
regular. Yep,
absolutely.
Ooh, natural 20.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot. This is gonna be a lot.
This thing's about to die.
So
he's gonna
be a lot.
solo.
So go ahead and roll your second attack.
And yeah.
Let's just go ahead and roll the second attack.
Yeah.
15.
A 15 will hit.
Oh!
Yep. But go ahead and
like, "Thanks
let's
for
do your
priming
natural
it
20.
for
And
me."
don't forget, you can smite.
I can smite. And I will smite.
And smite dice will double.
Yeah, I will do that.
And I believe one of your abilities from Kin's Edge is you get a little bit extra from your smite because you treat extraplanar creatures as if they were undead or fiends to normal.
Yeah, it says
elements.
plus 1d against undead or fiends.
So, Jesus.
Wow.
But it would be, instead of undead and fiends, yours goes for aberrations, elementals, celestials.
So does her extra D12 from this being an aberration automatically become a 12 as well?
No, it would get
It would
doubled.
double.
No.
Yep.
So
Okay, so I always
12
forget.
plus-
So for the base damage for
12?
20 is
Yep.
just 12 to start
12, yep.
Okay,
Plus
so-
your strength, plus your rage damage.
with. Okay, so 12
And then roll
plus 13.
2 more d12s from this being a aberration from Kin's
Right.
Edge.
Two d12s?
Because
No,
it's-
did you just
it's
roll a
crit.
D12?
Okay, yeah.
No,
Okay.
I rolled a.
Plus crit, yep.
Okay,
Plus
so
three,
that's
plus
actually
10,
plus
plus
3 with
10.
raging, so it's 13. So it's
Perfect.
12 plus 13
Yeah.
plus 8. 12 plus 13 plus 8 so far is, because I want to do quick math.
Yeah,
I'm bad.
25, 33.
33? Yeah, 33.
Okay, so far 33
12
for the
plus 8
first
plus
hit.
3.
12 plus 13 plus 8.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, 12 plus 13 plus 8.
And then
When you hit with a melee attack, you expend one spell slot. You deal 2d8.
Yours is 3 because
Oh,
of Kin's
I didn't do the smite damage.
Edge. So, so
add
you're
that
going to roll
too.
6d8 for your smite damage.
Okay.
I
You
got
need
your back.
some?
I'll give you some D8.
And just to be clear, you did 12 as the automatic crit, and then you did a crit die, and then you did a brutal critical die.
That's what you need to do. You need another d12.
I haven't done another d12.
Okay, because,
Yeah, your crits are
Plus 2.
brutal.
So 35.
So 35.
Here's
Got it.
1, 2, 3. There you go.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6
Yep.
d8.
Yep.
Oh my
7,
god.
8, 9. Okay, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32.
Goodbye.
So 32 plus 35.
67.
60.
Go ahead and roll the damage of your second attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever's yours.
I'll take mine, yeah.
I would say, even with that attack, it's still standing. It looks massively
Oh, yeah.
fucked up.
Okay.
There's a huge cleave that's nearly like
16.
cutting it in twain as just black
Minus
ichor
silver
starts
ink.
pouring out into the water.
Okay, 16 points of damage for the second
Yeah.
hit.
So you watch as you bring your axe back and just bring it down, and as it's coming, the entire axe begins to glow as you see ancestor after ancestor after ancestor after ancestor after ancestor coming out of the axe itself, all holding onto the handle and the shaft of it as all of you at once just bring it down across it, carving it almost in half. It is hanging on by literally just strands.
But as they all hit, they all spread out, and with your smite, it's that each one with their own weapons, just boom, 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 every single time as they all slam back into the axe with a very Omni-slash style.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Also,
and yeah, that thing is so dead.
It probably
It's super dead. Also, considering I forgot to roll the d12
For being an aberration.
for being aberration, which actually made it 27 instead of 16.
Oh yeah.
Remember 3d8? Yeah.
That is brutal.
Anyway, so who's next?
That's your turn, unless you want to move.
At the end of... Sorry, you're going to move? You're going to stay there?
I'm gonna have to move because I have half movement. I gotta get to that guy, so
somebody else needs to crit. Somebody else needs to crit.
20 feet up.
20 feet up?
Okay.
That's that one. That'll work. This is...
Someone else.
You're 20 feet up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta, because I'll never be able to get to him in one turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, it's going to use another legendary action. It's going to make another attack against the dragon.
No.
That'll also hit with a 27. Roll the same thing. It'll also take 14 points of damage. Again, so same thing across the board.
Saesha.
Okay, can I get on its back?
I mean,
You want to ride this thing?
Yes, I would like to ride the aboleth, please.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength athletics, because you're going to be grappling this thing.
Yep.
That's so scary. Such a scary sentence.
Athletics. It's not great, I don't think. Oh, actually, that's not terrible. 17.
I got a 15.
Yeah, I'm riding an aboleth, Mom.
Yep.
Okay.
You are. I need you to make a strength saving throw, as you are now touching it.
Oh.
Yep.
Strength saving throw is...
That's horrifying.
18.
18? Okay.
And
That's
you,
so scary.
it is tough to move. The water is so thick here.
Yeah.
It is like moving through molasses as you are trying to hang on and stay, as it's just...
Yeah, this also, it's slick, but also sticky at the same time.
Ew.
Okay.
Ew.
Yeah.
I am going to bonus action, Hunter's Mark.
Okay. I'll find that. Got it right there.
How can something be slick and sticky at the same time?
Hippopotamus are.
Jelly.
The hippopotamus nose is both slimy and sticky. I
Jelly
pet one.
is both
I was just gonna say, ask a
and sticky.
toddler.
Children are both slick and sticky.
They will figure it out.
Okay, what are you doing next?
I am attacking.
Okay.
How are we gonna rule grappling? Because grappling is technically...
It is one of your attacks.
Okay.
Is to make a grapple attack.
Oh, then I don't want to ride on it if that's the case. I'll just be next to it.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Just stand upon
Then
its back.
then the first attack was your strength save that you passed.
Okay.
Your second attack, I need another strength save.
Okay.
Just so you know.
17.
17?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Just barely.
I only get one attack then?
No, you
I
get
do
two
get two.
attacks.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
that's
giving you
gonna
the
be-
2 saves first.
Yep.
I'm using the Gathalan Blade as a dagger.
Okay.
And that's going to be... Where is my actions? Sorry.
It's okay.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay. So, for damage, dagger, Gathalan weapon, sneak attack, because I have advantage on it as my vow of enmity. What's the other d6? Smite, and I'm activating 3d8 of the psychic damage.
This is so scary. We are level 11. Chill out.
Yeah. Welcome to mid-tier.
Are you ready to fight God?
I am God.
4 more levels.
Oh, that's wild to think about. We're 4 levels away from like 15.
And 15 in 5th edition is considered epic tier.
Yeah.
44 points of damage on the first attack.
Okay.
My God!
By God!
Saesha from the top ropes! My God, just kill her!
Then I take
with the
half
steel
of the
chair.
extra psychic damage from the weapon.
Correct.
So I am taking 11.
Okay.
And second attack.
Mm-hmm.
25 to hit.
Oh.
What's that? She's got a wrench in her trunks. She's pulling a wrench out of her trunks.
Smiting again.
I hate when I realize a power I should have been using.
Don't get sneak. Oh wait, do I get sneak attack on the second one if I have advantage on it?
You can only use sneak attack once.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
That wrench can hurt somebody.
And I'm only going to do an extra 1 for the 1d8.
Okay.
For the psychic. So that's 9, 17, 21, 24, 28, 32 points of damage.
32.
Big numbers you're throwing around.
Yeah. You're just, I mean,
She's just
it's
hacking at
hard to tell what is blood, what is mist in the mass around this aboleth. As Saesha is just unloading, you just every so often you see a glint of mirrored steel as the Gathalan steel dagger just sinks in over and over. Again, you all hear into, like in your minds, I made you what you are. You know what you know because of me, because of us. The sovereignty is not your enemy. We are your rulers. And at the end of your turn, it takes a legendary action and will attack you.
Okay.
Desperation is a
I want to
state
imagine.
alone.
I want to imagine my dragon saw everything she did and was like, oh.
You're literally just a big stinky fish.
And that was a natural 20 to hit you.
Oh, shit!
Like, you're not cute
Damn.
enough to say that.
Okay, so that's going to be...
It's coming back around the hill, JR. King, she has a family.
I got Spare the Dying on standby. Don't worry.
Good. I am fairly certain I'm going down right here.
No.
It crit me.
No.
He's nodding like, no, yeah, actually.
34 points of
Just
bludgeoning
34.
damage.
Barely. I'm down.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it just comes up with that tail and just smacks you right across the face, and you go limp, but you don't float away.
Yeah.
You
I'm in
stay
the goo.
stuck next
Why?
to it.
But why?
You see the head peer up, the 3 eyes down the center of the forehead just peer in at Saesha.
Remember when I told the story about the Avery spot? I am in the Avery spot.
We
Alright.
can't lose Saesha.
Khizervexx.
Okay. First things first.
I'm the realist.
To give a potion to someone else will be an action.
Correct.
Yes?
Correct.
All right. Well, I got to do it. I ripped the other gourd off my belt and put it in the Blackstaff's mouth and just sort of like,
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Absolutely, yeah.
and keep her mouth closed while it's like, and he's had a potion of water breathing, so you can probably hear him. And you just hear like,
My apologies, Blackstaff, for this indignity.
And you just... She's just crying and laughing.
That was my action, so I don't think I can do Greater Restoration this round.
That is
But
correct, you cannot. But
I
the Blackstaff
can.
is no longer drowning.
That's good. That's a good
That's
thing.
good. Still incapacitated, but no longer drowning.
Great thing to have there.
As a bonus action, Khizervexx summons the Talon of Bahamut right up beside the aboleth.
You got it.
Hit it with
The
all
next
the
best
dragon
thing.
shit.
And I'm going to upcast that.
Or this one.
Time.
Oh, sure. The closest thing I've got to that. So it'll be,
So it will be
Little talon.
make an attack roll, and I'm still under the effects of a bless.
You are.
As of right now.
So that is a 17 plus 8, 25,
That'll
plus
definitely
another
hit.
2, 27.
27 will hit.
Jeez.
Right? And that is 2d8 plus 4.
Sign me up for Bahamut temples.
Ah, that is only 8 points of damage on this attack.
Alright, 8 force
But I-
damage to
I
Golor.
I think it's force.
It is force. If it's
Yeah,
a spirit
force.
weapon.
Yeah, spiritual
Yeah, spiritual weapon. Yeah, force damage. Alright, you gonna move? Stay next to the black staff.
You know, if I can move with the black staff, I'll try to get her a little further back out of.
Yeah,
harm's
you can move
way.
you can move 1 square.
Quarter.
back.
Yeah, quarter your
Are you-
speed.
So, oh no, you have a swim speed.
I've got a
so-
swim speed of 40.
So you can move 20 feet. You can at least move back to there.
Because
Stay
carrying
as a-
someone
makes you
reduces.
move half.
Sure. Maybe I won't go quite far that back because once she's back up to snuff, I'm going to want to
there.
get into the action, and especially get close enough to heal Saesha.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, we need to heal Saesha as quickly as possible right now because
Yep.
if that thing gets another turn, it's going to slap her around.
This is where being a grave cleric would come in real handy.
Yeah.
They can cast
Funny
spare
you
the
should
dying
say that.
range. I learned that from Brother Uriah.
Oh, that's cool.
But if somebody else can, does anyone else have spare the dying?
Nope.
I think it's
I do.
touch, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I have
But
feel
any healing would do too.
Yeah, I
so.
feel like you can probably heal, right?
Yeah.
Right.
not
range?
from a distance.
You've got prayer of healing, right?
I've got healing word, and I can definitely do that. But I'm going after that thing.
Okay, I've got prayer of healing, so I can heal her and others at range if I can get a little closer.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna start swimming towards Saesha. I'm only going to be able to get 15 diagonally towards.
Yeah.
Yeah, half move.
You're doing what, moving?
Yeah, I'm moving towards Saesha. So just 15 feet diagonally towards her.
There you go.
And then I'm pulling out my wand of magic missiles and shooting the sweet, soft, supple underbelly of this horrifying creature.
Sadly, not ripped
I
with
was about to say
abs.
soft. What are you talking about? This guy's ripped.
all the way down,
All
abs all
abs.
the way up.
All
this thing.
abs.
Fucking
All
12
abs,
pack.
all the time.
I saw
Okay,
Aboleth in the
that
bathroom without a
sucks.
shirt on. He was shredded.
He's from the Temple of Swole.
Ethan, roll a D100.
Okay. I'm taking this for what I said. I'm assuming that's fine. 13.
He's got 13 abs.
My God.
Could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse.
Oh my god.
He's like the least fit of the aboleth.
Aboleth.
26
14
points of
packs.
force damage.
That's why
God,
it's
how
26 points
disappointing.
of force
The
damage.
bottom one is just one
Okay.
across the whole thing.
And just this torrent,
The gut.
all just goes up, like missiles, torpedoes through the water as they just arc up and just slam into it. You see Golor shudder and quiver and just kind of barely, just almost like the water around him is all that's really keeping it afloat as it just screams out in your mind.
an ab pops.
In her mind, she doesn't know if the aboleth can hear her, but she thinks in deep speech, you know, I've been waiting to see you drown for a while. And then let's see if my wand is still there. It is. Haha.
Okay.
And that's my whole turn.
All right.
I'm
it
a
is-
wizard underwater.
It is now Vajra's turn. Vajra is still incapacitated.
but not drowning.
It is
Not
now the aboleth's turn.
No shit.
And Vajra is no longer under the effects of
Protection.
protection.
Okay. As
Oh, actually, that dropped before her turn because when I put Hunter's Mark up, that would have switched the.
Okay, noted.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
It's all right. Vajra needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is
At
it,
advantage.
is
I
it
have to-
casting a spell?
not,
Cool.
not
This is really bad.
great.
Yeah.
You have
We're only
everything
level
there.
11.
Wisdom.
We almost died live.
Okay.
on
Rolled
this
a-
level.
A 3 and an 8 on the die.
I'm a paladin without
That's
armor.
probably not great.
Yep.
Not great. Come on, roll the bless. Because are you concentrating on anything else right now? Or still on bless?
Just blast.
Okay.
You don't have armor on this issue?
I took
That
my
is
armor off
+1.
so I could swim.
That is still not enough. Okay.
It was Saesha's protection on Vajra.
But the bless.
bless, right? So it's a D4. Yep.
Yep.
If you
all right.
die, I'm
you
gonna be
watch
so mad at you.
as Vazra
If Saesha
immediately
has wings,
stops
could she have used them?
laughing and
I
crying,
asked
and
her.
her eyes open, and they are black voids as she turns to look at you, Khizervexx.
That's not good.
Nope. Nope.
So she's
Yeah,
still
not good.
under the effects of the failed sanity save, and then I'm assuming she has been controlled, dominated, or charmed or something.
She's no longer laughing or crying or anything like that. And you see her come to her mind as it solidifies, but her eyes are not the same as they usually are.
Okie doke.
So you can infer whatever you wish.
Yep. And then, it is going to make 2 attacks against Saesha.
Oh, can I? I'm just gonna think talking shit at it,
That is a
not
crit.
constantly.
Fail 2 death saves.
No.
And that is a hit. Fail 2 death saves.
Oh. Okay.
That's bad.
No.
As it just looks down at you, and it has every act to take its vengeance out on you.
And in your last thoughts, you hear it say,
As I said, you are mine.
That's the last thing you hear in your mind as everything goes dark.
And we'll get to you on what you see on your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Karina.
I'm first.
Sorry. It is also going to. No, we'll stay there because.
Okay. Firstly, can I?
Oh, wait, restrained.
What's my movement right now?
Swimming is half your movement. Like it
10
reduces.
whole feet.
10 whole feet.
I'm just gonna go 10 feet in V's direction.
Okay. So.
Because that should help.
10. Just put you there. You're starting to go up, but.
Okay.
Doesn't get you high enough to grab a platform.
Oh no, that's fine. I just needed to get close.
Excuse me.
I'm going to pop to my chalice. Because that's a free action. Okay, hold on. I didn't want to say go down. And I am going to cast Mass Cure Wounds at 5th level.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's 9 points. So 9 points for everyone.
Oh, of healing?
Yeah, 9 points, and you watch as the stars shoot out from you and go into everyone. You see wounds heal. You see it go into Saesha. Saesha does not move. Saesha stays floating in that thick, viscous-like water around Golor.
And I take additional healing from that, so it's going to be 7. So I take 16. Seeing that, Karina is fucking pissed. Karina is furious, and she has nothing at the moment. So I'm going to go to the dragon. Can the dragon... Because what's my movement going to be like in this goo?
The dragon is currently restrained.
That's right.
It has a speed of 0.
To do the dodge thing.
Yeah, would dodge get me out of this?
Would not.
You have to use an action to break the restraint.
Yep.
Okay, I'll try that then.
Okay, so make a opposing strength check. Athletics or acrobatics again on the dragon? Your choice.
It's gonna be the same for me. Fuck. 8.
It cannot break free from this. The water is almost solidified to the point where it is. You see it like its wings trying to unfurl, and it just can't.
Okay. So the rend part of my multi attack wouldn't work. My melee.
You used your action to try to break free of the of the restraint,
Okay.
so
Yeah,
that cannot take the attack action. That is your dragon's. Unless it has a bonus action, it can do. That is its turn.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be it because it can't move.
Okay.
Don't tap dice.
At the end of your turn, it's going to take a legendary action. It's going to attack your dragon.
Yeah, go for it. That's one attack it's not doing to Saesha.
Oh yeah, actually that is 100% what it's going to. It's not going to do that. Sorry, it hasn't been able to do that until now. You watch as Khizervexx, you notice that the Blackstaff, you see red start to form around her head, as you can see nose
just starts to bleed. There's a small
kind of trail up.
Okay.
And how much did she take?
12.
Okay.
She took 12.
And
I think I know what's happening. Yeah, how's our friend the big tentacle-faced fish looking?
Yeah.
A little bit better now.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
I think I know what I can do to stop that.
Okay.
But that does give...
I'm about to fuck this thing up.
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking kill it.
Christ.
What?
Did you crit?
No, Vajra got a saving throw because she took damage, and I just rolled 2 natural ones.
Oh my god! We are
Vajra
not
was
meant to
not
have
meant
fun in
to
this
be
fight.
here.
Yeah.
Man.
I hope you guys
Vajra's
didn't
more
steal this
upset
for
over my
Vajra.
breakup than I am.
Oh no, you were always supposed to fight Vajra. Y'all stop that with your with your buffing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good job.
So that is hers. Harold.
Okay, bonus action, going to hex it.
Okay. You already have it hexed with something.
I have Hexblade's Curse.
Got it. So you're going to
It's
extra
also
hex.
going to be hexed. See, is there any special reason I should cast the higher level? Yeah, no, not really, no. So I'm just going to cast that at first level. And then...
now it is hexed. Hexblade cursed.
Yeah,
Hunter's Mark. Well, no, Hunter's Mark's gone.
Going to Eldritch Blast
yep.
it.
Because the hunter's dead.
Yep. Okay, here we go. First one. Does a... I don't think a 12 hits.
12 does not hit.
Does a...
Hold on.
Oh.
Just add a 1 to it.
Okay,
13 does not hit.
Son of a bitch.
16, does that hit?
16 does not hit.
Does a 23 hit?
23 will hit.
Okay.
No, it does not.
Okay, and then 18. It'll take 20 points of damage.
Good.
As Harold throws the blade, it becomes kelp with razor blades up the side and just runs up the sides of it.
Alright.
I don't know.
Why are you grinning like that, Devin? It's really unnerving.
Is that how you want to
Actually,
think?
you know what? I'm going to spend a luck point to get one of those attacks back.
Okay.
I'm so
I
sorry.
want to kill this thing. I want to kill this
Okay.
thing. Come on.
That's
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Timora is with you.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You feel it begins to you see it faltering, and then again you see it's the three eyes look at Vajra, and it's about to pull more about to drain her psychically to heal more, and you feel that coin on your neck
Hell yes.
brush up against you, and the coldness of it gets warm, and you feel that luck run through you as you just pull your blade back to you through it.
I love it.
And
Okay.
sing us that swan song.
So Harold goes to pull it back, and when it pulls through, he pulls it into that third eye in its head, and you can see him trying to pull it back, but it's caught in something.
Will not be.
And you just see red algae just burst. Red algae just bursts out to the bottom of it, just in this huge floral pattern where you see bugs crawling through, like water bugs crawling out through it, and then they all form back into one and gets back to the knife. He goes, "Shut the fuck up!" in the middle of the water.
And you all hear that as the scream in your heads goes silent. and the water just almost evaporates instantly.
Saesha. Okay, Featherfall. Got it.
On everyone who's currently
Yep,
falling.
absolutely.
Yep.
And you all, those
I got you.
Saesha's body just drifts to the floor.
What's the Blackstaff's disposition?
Because of certain things, we're still going to be in initiative.
Okay.
Okay. It is V's turn.
Okay, I go over to Saesha's body and I lay on hands.
Okay.
Where is it? I'm not used to having spells.
It's an ability. It's on your action page.
Okay, yeah, I'm on the action page. I see Divine Sense. There it is. Oh, it looks different now.
10.
I have 10 now. I'll just give you 10.
All right, you put
How
your
do I use
hands
it?
on.
Oh, okay, there we go.
You put your hands on Saesha, and you see your grandmother put her hand on top of yours. Your grandfather puts his hand on top of yours. And as your rage ends, they put themselves into Saesha. As their energy flows through you, nothing happens.
What?
Nothing happens. Saesha remains unmoving.
That's weird. What does that mean?
We have to find a way to resurrect her, like, right now.
Wait, she's dead?
Vajra.
You see Vajra coming to, but it is Saesha's turn. And Saesha,
Oh,
you find yourself in a gray world. The sands beneath you are dark. The waters you can hear crashing upon the beach look black. In the distance, there's a boat with a lantern at the edge, making its way towards you. But there's someone else there. As you see this undead figure, their face pulled taut, hidden by a deep, dark hood. You can see wreathed around their neck is a series of skulls. You can see armor made of bones as this rib cage wraps around it and radiates up to these spiked pauldrons. Its midsection decayed away into this sickly green glowing light underneath it all. You can see just glowing, like behind the ribs, you can see a little bit of spine peeking through these dark, tattered robes, making its way towards you. As it reaches out, you see this figure just marching with purpose. It's not upon you yet, but it is coming upon you soon.
You see that almost hugging around it is another set of arms that cradles 5, 6, 7 skulls as it slowly takes a step towards you.
Do I recognize this figure at all?
Make a religion check.
Nope.
Okay, and it is Khizervexx's turn.
Okay, what is the disposition of Vajra? Is she no longer... Her eyes are back to normal?
Her eyes are back to normal, but she is, for all intents and purposes, stunned as of right now, because it's not her turn yet.
Okay.
Yeah, she's coming to.
But she's coming to as she's like wiping away the blood, like coughing.
So I think she's actually in my arms right now,
Yeah.
so I'm going to set her down on the ground, move as quickly as possible as they're down on the ground now, right?
They are.
All right. Pulling a diamond out of my pouch as I run over, I'm going to cast Revivify.
Fuck yeah.
Thank God you're here.
Ain't nobody else got that spell but you two.
Yep. I tried.
And, so yes, if I'm able to get over there in time.
It has not been a minute.
Yeah, so touch creature that died within the last minute, and let's see how this goes.
All right. So you put the diamond onto the chest. You bring your shield up, calling out to Bahamut as you lay your hand on Saesha.
Bahamut, this warrior's task is not yet done. Return her to us to fight for good. I beseech thee as thy humble servant.
Saesha, you aren't sure which is going to get to you first. The heavily cloaked, hooded, pale figure on the boat moving towards you, or
the lich-looking creature that is now walking towards you with purpose.
And it's at that time that there is a blinding light as you see both of them shield their eyes. And for the briefest moment, you see the outline of the biggest dragon you've ever seen in your life. But you close your eyes at the just sheer brightness, and when you open it, you're looking at Khizervexx standing over you.
Praise the Justice Maker. The Angel of the Seven Heavens has returned you to us.
Thank God I had not really quite processed what had just happened yet.
Thank you, Khizervexx. Thank you, Bahamut.
I am glad I was here. I am but a vessel for the grace of the grandfather of dragons.
Thank you, Bahamut.
I think I saw Bahamut.
Indeed. Then you are most blessed.
Yes. At this moment, Vajra is like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My mind twisted. I saw the eyes. The
eyes are terrible.
We've all been there.
Blackstaff, are you quite well? I can restore your mind if it is still shattered.
I'm not going to deny it, but I don't know. But I accept it. And she'll reach out.
Okay, greater restoration.
All right. Got it?
Is the aboleth body there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go cut a steak off it.
Yeah.
I don't think eating an apple is a great idea.
And I'm gonna turn around and look at Biblio.
You see that it is okay.
Biblio's not there, but
yeah.
Oh, he's not in the front room?
You're in a demi plan.
Oh, that's right. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. But you can still cut off a chunk and
No, I'm cutting off
Save it for him.
go out the door.
I will say
get a couple pieces.
Hold on.
I'm giving it to Mama away.
I will say, you know that you have a limited amount of time. This creature is not from this plane.
Yeah, it is beginning to dissolve.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
No, if you go out and feed it, you're pretty sure that's going to be time. I'm saying more for that one.
No, I was going to get a recipe out of Biblio.
Oh,
you don't have time for that. It's going to be gone before you get.
I was going to cook it and then throw it in the trash can.
Does she?
That's so rude. That cookbook is for Biblio.
I don't want to feed my baby an aboleth. I don't know what that would do to him.
Anyways, all right.
Yeah, they got that mucus stuff. That's probably bad.
From your greater restoration, mechanically, nothing happens because there's nothing else affecting her mind. But she is. Your spell does give her a little bit more of like calmness.
Yeah, and of course he intones, Bahamut to light the path, show this wanderer the way through her difficult times, etc.
Yep, and I'm sorry. I wish for a moment I was going to turn against you all.
Yes, I thought that was going to happen.
We would have found a way to work around it.
Oh, she would have destroyed us all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does Saesha still look like?
Oh, she's messed up.
Okay.
I'm at 1 hit point.
Oh,
Kel,
since we're yeah.
Kel, please go get her. And the Sapphire Star Dragon is going to come over and lay a wing down for you to climb up onto its back.
She looks at it and stands up and limps over to you.
Yeah, he'll just kind of shoulder you up, just holding on to you, and bring over to Khizervexx.
Sure thing. Well, why don't we do a heal? Heal is always good. So you will
I've
get
got one too.
78 hit points back.
Sweet.
Jesus.
Heal, I know.
And I'm a life cleric, so
Okay.
some bonuses on top of it. Normally it's 70, so boom, boom.
Does that
Hell
get you?
yeah.
Does that get you well?
No, I'm still wounded.
Okay.
Not
then
bloody though.
I'm gonna give you a cure wounds as well.
And just so
11.
just for mechanical purposes, Demiplane only lasts an hour, and Sympathy is an hour casting time. However, Vajra casting it at 9th level casted it through a wish spell, and thus only using it as an action. Just to let everyone know that's how that happened mechanically.
Yep.
I mean, she's the Black Staff. She's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got tricks.
I have no questions.
Yep.
No further questions.
Vajra is racking her brain as she's like, she looks worried and she's, I'm not a healer.
I saw something.
What did you see?
There was a figure. There was the ferryman. But there was another figure. He was desiccated.
Super creepy looking and looks kind of like a lich.
Looked like a lich. Had a necklace of skulls, and there was something clinging to it.
Is this? Can I get a religion roll on this? See if this.
Sure.
Does this sound like what I saw?
It does sound like what you saw.
19.
Yep.
Khizervexx, something triggers in this description. There is definitely a specific being that has this description. It is a lich-like being, but it is not a lich. It is a god. It is a dead god. It is one of the dead three. It is Mercule.
Khizervexx softly speaks the name.
One of the dead three, Mercule. Is it possible? It is said that he was destroyed with the others, and yet you saw him.
Yes.
I saw him too.
And if
The death cleric killed me.
and if Galanodo's notes are correct, Bane was reborn and slaughtered once again. And his essence brought into one George Forsworn, a servant of a mother of monsters and an elder eye. I fear what we may face coming soon.
Then, Bane, Mercule, has there been any rumblings of the resurrection of Baal?
There are words and whispers of
The dead three have been spotted.
Not so dead then, perhaps.
Well, their followers are gathering in Skullport, saying that they're going to have revenge.
I was also killed by a ball death cleric in the field ward.
So,
What was he... Why was he there?
I don't know. I mean, you're close to Kalimvor and you're close to Jurgal. Could be waiting just outside of their sight.
And both ways that the two people have seen them, they were murdered in brutal fashions.
So, This was a very extremely interesting evening.
Welcome to the Spirits of Trollskull.
I've done my fair share of adventuring, I assure you. I will say, although I am very sorry for not being able to help as much and nearly being your aggressor, I'm glad you're all okay.
Indeed, things could have been much worse if not for the shrimp ring and mozzarella sticks. Praise Bahamut for his bounty.
Yes, I never thought a dragon to make such fine food. And you can just see worry kind of gripping her. It has been fun, I will say that. It gave me a little taste of adventure. But I have to go back to being the Blackstaff.
We have to keep looking into this. That's what we'll keep doing.
Keep me updated.
Absolutely.
Khizervexx?
Indeed, Blackstaff, I shall accompany you. This is an ill omen indeed, to see the Lord of Bones himself, Saesha. Still, you are among the living once more, thanks to the will of Bahamut.
And you.
Again, I am but a servant of his will. I hope that though your path has been difficult, you may find your way to the light, my friend.
Saesha crosses over and just wraps her arms around him and sort of buries her head in his chest and just hugs him.
You are well enough. Do you need further healing?
I'm fine physically.
Then perhaps turn to those who love you best.
Thank you.
Fare thee well, BFGs. Till our paths cross again, shall we?
Yes, Galanodel, if it's fine, I'll have him read your reports. So he's caught up.
Absolutely.
Okay. And you all exit out of the demi-plane.
Yeah, drop my dragon.
Okay. Dragon can...
Yeah, because I don't think he'll fit in the building.
It'd just be full, like, everybody sitting around this colossal, like, massive starry dragon.
Yeah, because the dragon lasts for an hour.
But as you all enter back into the common room, Vajra says her goodbyes, taps the staff while holding onto Khizervexx's shoulder.
They both disappear in a flash of blue light, and you are left alone in your home.
As night begins to take over.
Bye.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Can we finally sleep?
Oh, yeah.
No.
So, if you so wish.
We haven't had a long rest in a month.
You took a long rest out of the caterpillar chrysalis.
That's
You know,
right.
you lived an entire life as a caterpillar first, but, you know.
Many long rests.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
I'm
so glad you were here.
I'm glad I could help.
So bad otherwise.
Yeah.
Holy heck.
Yeah, actually, like, multiple people could have ended up charmed. And
Dead.
Yeah.
That hero's
would've been a
feast.
wipe.
We were like,
Holy heck.
well,
That was helpful.
yeah.
I was mostly doing it as a gag. Then it was like, hey, I came for the party. Hey, I brought
food.
pizza.
I brought the food.
10 minutes
And
late
then,
with Starbucks.
and then the protections make it so you cannot be charmed
Yep.
by a
Yeah.
creature,
Yep.
and its ability is basically domainance,
Yeah.
and you are charmed.
Yep.
But it wasn't until you went down, and that was we're like,
Here's the opening.
Yep. Thank you all so much for joining us for this session. Thank you, Mark, for
Yeah.
joining us back at the table.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, I love Khizervexx.
Same. We're gonna go ahead and pull the winner of the Eldritch Foundry gift card. So if you, which we have, and
Cyber Kevin is hacking into your computer right now to make you the winner.
I'm looking through your webcam.
Kevin, get
right
off the
now.
internet. I gotta make a phone call.
No.
That's crazy. What are you looking at in the other
era is
tab?
The era of the far future of 1999.
I thought it was gonna be 95.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Windows 95.
Windows
Came out
95.
in 94, so you'd want it to be 1994.
Well, he's
I know.
He's got a Windows 95 thing. It's a long-running weird thing.
That's a really
There
weird
is only
thing to
one
have a
operating
thing about.
system. The one that owns you.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
We'll explain it off
Ethan,
camera.
come back
They don't
to
need
us.
to know.
Come back to us, Ethan.
Oscar.
Ethan.
All right.
Kevin.
We have a winner of the Eldritch Foundry gift card, and that is Shaper Gossamer. Congratulations to you. We'll be in contact soon to get that to you. And without be excellent to each other.
May you always roll with advantage.
Good night, everybody.
Can I please
Please blink! Blink! Blink, damn!